And we are officially live. What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing? I am your co-host, Sir Random Guy, along with my co-host, Lightning Jr. We are here to live react to the final UFL game of Week 1, and that is the newcomers in the Columbus Aviators and the Orlando Storm, live at Inter & Co Stadium. Ah,
We're here. Final game of the kickoff weekend, which has been definitely promising so far.
Yeah, I mean, this weekend we had, of course, the Stallions won in a very close one to the Kings. The DC Defenders had a rough weekend despite being a one-score game and a 16-10 loss to the Battlehawks. Of course, on Saturday, Austin Reed made a great debut as a UFL quarterback in the Dallas Renegades, set a record for most passing yards in a regular season game. Good job to him.
Yeah, congrats to Austin Reed. What an incredible game he had.
Yeah, but now we have two teams that got rebranded from the original teams. You have the teams that replaced the Michigan Panthers and the Columbus Aviators, and of course you have the team that replaced the San Antonio Brahmas in the Orlando Storm. Let's kind of get these teams together, starting with the Columbus Aviators. Their head coach is it is going to be leading by none other than former Ohio State alum and NFL player Ted Ginn Jr. And of course, their quarterback leading tonight. He is a very familiar face. He's been in spring football for the last few years. He's been with the Vipers. He's been with the Defenders, and just last year he had an opportunity to show what he can do with the Houston Roughnecks. And now this is going to be an opportunity he can if he could handle a full season with the Columbus Aviators. I feel like I'm excited for Jalen McClendon tonight. This is a quarterback. He didn't really get much opportunity with the Vipers, but I think when he got his time with the Houston Roughnecks, he definitely made that offense change everything. I kind of expect somewhat similar to it tonight, but could we see some struggles with Todd Haley as offensive coordinator? We shall see.
That depends. That depends.
Now, Lightning, what are your thoughts with now the Orlando Storm?
The Orlando Storm. Well, I definitely had a lot of expectations with the Orlando Storm. I actually predicted them to be as part of the playoff teams given the circumstances. Because their head coach has been in the UFL for 3 years under Anthony Beck, former head coach of the St. Louis Battlehawks, who had been consistently great in regular season, going 7-3 a couple times, went 8-2 last season. But the problem is with him is that he could not get a playoff win under his belt.
Mm,
So
20.
now,
Oh,
let's
good.
continue.
I would say 2023, of course, lost in a very important game versus the Seattle Sea Dragons in Week 9. Lost in the playoffs in the first round to the San Antonio Brahmas at home. And then, of course, at home last year to the inevitable UFL champions in the DC Defenders.
Oh, at least I'll
And
get that bragging right.
yeah,
I'll always have that bragging right. But
but
yes,
now,
so
go
now
ahead.
they're here. So their quarterback is going to be Jake Plummer, a shocking twist of the bank where everybody was expecting Dorian Thompson Robinson, aka DTR, to be part as the starting quarterback for the Orlando Storm. Alongside there, one of the biggest pieces, which I'm really happy with, is having wide receiver Chris Rowland, who was part of
Hmm.
the DC Defenders in their last year's championship run, who was there since 2024. He is a great returner, and he can definitely utilize his speed, sliding up as a slot, and everything else. He's very versatile. And of course, you got Jashawn Corbin, former Brahma. He's there as one of the starting running backs. alongside with KJ Hamler, who I believe was on the Minnesota Vikings at one point.
Former second round pick of the Denver Broncos in 2020.
Ah, I see now. And
Yeah,
let's see. And of course, they got Lamar Jackson as their
as
cornerback.
their cornerback. Yeah. Oh, we already got a first comment here from, of course, your fan, Red Black Saws.
Warning, Category 7 storm looking to crash some sorry showboat planes.
Wow.
Dang, alrighty then. Category 7. It doesn't exist anymore. They upgraded to 7.
Will the flights be canceled during the storm tonight, or will the aviators find a way to guide themselves to their destination, and that will be a win. And we finally got a background.
There we go. I know, they
And
lost. I get it. And Jenna,
Jagan,
good
welcome.
evening from Southern California.
Good evening to you as well from Southern California as well. Ah, talk about this weather and talk about these gas prices. But anyways, we're here to talk about some UFL football. This is going to be a very interesting game. I feel like a lot of people kind of have the Storm as the favorites tonight just because of coaching alone. But hey, you never know what can happen. Because again, these are pretty much brand new teams here. Even though we have seen some of the talent with this roster, with these players from both sides of the ball, so who
Yeah.
knows?
Oh, by the way, because there's like regional hockey that is happening, right now the game is on ESPN News at the moment.
Ah, so unless you have the ESPN app,
Uh,
you're at least going to be fine.
yeah. So for now, I will be the one that will covering. Just a little bit of a heads up. SRG, you're mainly going to be the one that's going to be ahead of me.
Yeah,
I'm going to be the one that's going to be behind. So for the time being, I will. For until it switches over, I'll be the one to try to do play-by-play calling on ESPN News.
yeah,
Unless you can
or
pause it on your ESPN app, but I don't think that's gonna be
yeah,
possible. Hey, it's Joe
yeah.
Tessitore as the announcer.
Yeah, I'm cheering
Always
for the
loved it.
Aviators tonight. I mean,
Oh,
respect. All
aviators.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a challenge for the first 2 weeks of the schedule already. If they lose this game, they have to travel back to Dallas on Monday, and then they only have 2 days, possibly just 2 days of practice itself, and then fly to their first home game on Friday Night Football versus the DC Defenders.
Yes, red black. Orlando is favored. They are only favored by 1.5 tonight.
hmm
Warning, please ground these planes before we kick your ass, Columbus.
This
Oh
is your
my
final
almighty.
warning.
This is your final
Okay.
warning. Okay. Now I'm backing
I
down
have
with the
the
trash talk.
ESPN
I
Plus
love
app.
it.
All right, then you
I
should
love
be good
that.
to go. And kickoff is about to happen very shortly. Not gonna lie, I thought it would be like a more bigger celebratory intro, but I mean, it's fine. I mean, you want to get the game started, go ahead.
But yeah.
Also, the
Oh,
jerseys are beautiful. That is true. At
Columbus
least,
is the best.
yeah.
Columbus has the best jerseys.
I mean, Orlando's pretty good. It looks pretty good right now. They're the night games, and most of their home games are going to be night games. So it's not, so they don't have to worry about about. Oh,
Talk about getting like
a
what do you-
spoiler, hey, but it just happened. But
okay.
also, did you see the Duke?
Wait,
Uh,
did something happen to Duke?
Oh yeah, the last like a buzzer, kind of not a buzzer beater, but UConn got a very last second three to lead the game within point 0.3 seconds left on the clock.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Reparinos. It looks like you might want to get the scoreboard going away because it looks like the Aviators are going to be the one to receive it, and we are kicking off
yeah.
here in
Wow,
Columbus, in
Orlando.
Orlando.
Talk about
Oh,
a
there's a fumble! Oh, the ball is
yeah.
loose. The ball
Yeah,
is loose. It could be Orlando's ball.
it
And
will be
it,
Orlando's ball. Yeah.
oh my gosh.
So we're gonna see Orlando take the first steps on offense tonight
Wow.
instead of
Are you
Columbus.
serious? We got a fumble
Fumble.
rookies. Fumble Rooski. Oh my goodness. Boop! That was popped out by Andrew Parker on the defense.
What a start to this game already.
And it looks like it was T. Jones that was returning it with managed to fumble.
Columbus's initials
Unfortunate.
for this on the scorebook, CLB. All right.
Yeah, I mean, what you got to do. But yep, and there's also a flag blocking the back on the receiving team.
So penalty will be declined, and
Yeah,
Orlando
first and
will
10.
be in great territory.
And what a throw, and that is a catch. Jack
Hey.
Plummer at quarterback, and that was caught by Elijah Badger.
Hey, Columbus, you still happy you joined the league?
Oh my goodness. Hey, you might want to turn that down. Because I can hear the audio.
Oh.
I can hear the audio of the game. So you don't
All right. I try to be careful so we don't get at least copyright or.
We don't want to get hit with the copyright, brother.
Yeah.
So you might want to turn that down. Anyway, second down and 6. I know, I'm far behind. Go ahead, logo 3-pointer with 0.4 seconds left. Jeez. From the logo. Oh, Duke is feasting right now. Looks like a single back formation. Gonna hand this one off. It's on his feet, and he's gonna run in for the touchdown. That is
Joshua Corbin, former Brahma.
Former Brahma, and he will get the first points after the fumble on the kickoff. Deshaun Corbin will get the 15-yard run for the touchdown.
First points for Orlando tonight. Let me get something going.
You're the main host. Why don't you have the scoreboard ready? See, if I was the host, I would get the scoreboard ready.
I wasn't sure what was going to be the situation because I know your past few games been having a scoreboard, so I wasn't sure what was going to happen here.
Well,
but
you're the one who's the main host, so we can try to do the scoreboard your way. It looks like Orlando is going to go for 2. Orlando going for 2. That's also something. Plummer rolling to his right. He will toss past it, hits the hands of Corbin, but it will fall incomplete. So the score will stay at 6-0. Orlando off to a great start.
And we got a couple comments. Thank you, Corbin, and thank you, Brahmas. And thank you, Storm, for giving me hope.
No, this is false hope. Imagine this is what's their false hope, and then aviators are gonna run the storm to town.
Oh, they actually put an Orlando Storm logo on the midfield. It's
tiny, like what they did for the Battlehawks, but at least it's better than nothing.
Then I thought I was gonna expect like nothing or a UFL logo or something.
Yeah.
But
now they're doing like the UFL logo like around the 25-yard line. Usually what they do with like college conference logos.
Yeah. And of course Jalen McClendon is gonna be quarterbacking tonight. I'm a New Yorker. I can't be hurt anymore than I have in the past. I mean, do you refer which New York teams do you root for? Because I mean, there's multiple teams here, so you gotta Yankees, Knicks, and St. John's. Wow.
Yankees put the. Hey, you got one run against the Yankees.
Yeah, finally. I was like Squidward when he finally got a toy in the crane machine.
It's like there's a decent return from Columbus, but you will get down to the 43. That's a Condre White with a nice return, and there
former Stallions, Zaquandre White.
Jalen McClendon making his debut as a aviator.
I missed the 2020 New York Gardens. Yeah, they were a pretty solid team right
They
there
were
during the
nice.
time.
Hey, we beat them.
Yep. Led
we
by
beat.
Luis Perez too.
Oh yeah, Luis Perez was on the Guardians. But Austin
Yeah.
Reed beat a quarterback. Hunter Decker should be the quarterback too for the Gamblers.
Wait, are you saying QB two or
No,
quarterback
starting,
two?
starting
Starting.
quarterback.
Okay.
Decker should be starting over
Yeah.
Henderson. 5 yard
Nolan
pickup.
first three drives were
And
rough.
that's Toa Tawa with the 5 yard pickup, second down and 5. He was a
Former Michigan
monster
Panther.
with the Panthers. Hey, we beat the Stallions too. Lightning, we got that for us.
Ah,
Hey, your Renegades never beat the freaking Stallions. What are you talking about?
are you talking about the defenders? I think he's talking about the defenders here.
You only beat them once.
We only played you guys twice for back-to-back years, so we're round three. We'll see how round three goes.
Round 3 that's during the NFL draft too.
Yeah, that I'll see what's gonna happen there because SRG, nothing personal. SRG,
All right, third down and short.
Brahmas
Do
baby.
we sneak
Oh,
it?
you're talking about the San Antonio Brahmas at
Oh, the
week
Brahmas.
9. That week 9
That's true.
matchup. Got it.
But there's also the UFL championship, so that's that.
Yeah.
Ooh, Tawa with a great run up the middle will be stopped at the 39-yard line. He's getting
Man,
some
Todd
good carries so
Haley,
far.
Jesus, man, that hair, he just
Boy, no huddle. They're gonna hand it off to Tawa again, but he will gonna get stuffed at the line of scrimmage. You will get stuff. I think the upper deck for Storm is like not for sale, I believe.
I mean, because I think it's like how many in a seat for like it's like 20 something
It's 25.
thousand.
It seats 25,000. McClendon
Yeah.
scrambling. Will throw it to his receiver. That was caught by Tay Martin.
I mean, maybe there's a chance if it's almost sold out last time. I guess it was almost sold out for this game. Maybe there's a chance it could be thinking like, hey, we could probably open up a couple more sections.
Man, Todd Haley looks like he's about to cosplay either Rex Ryan or Rob Ryan.
Yeah. Or I don't know, he kind of gives me like the dude vibes from the Big Lebowski, if you get that drift.
Glendon Tay Martin in motion goes right back to the slot.
Man.
McClendon going to hand this off to Tawa, and Tawa try to go up the middle. Gets a decent gain. Still second down now. Celtics beat the Hornets. Zach Nabbit, 114.
I mean, you're finally into play it. You're back into play-in for the first time, I think,
Yeah,
since
but the seeding
2021.
matters because if we're seeds 10 through 9, we have to win 2 games. If we're seeds 7 and 8, we have to win 1 game.
Yeah.
Donnie Abraham used to be the defensive
All right,
coordinator
I guess-
from the Battlehawks.
All right, here's a question. Oh, that's a good movie. Oh. Here's a good movie. He of my teachers look exactly like the dude from the Big Lebowski.
3-yard pickup from Secondre Wright. It will be 3rd and 2. Also, each team has 3 timeouts still.
Mm-hmm. NFL. Oh, the NFL plans to begin hiring replacement refs before the expiring contract. Wow, we might get replacement refs again.
And it happened in. I'm not familiar with it, but I know it
I think
happened
it's
in
2012.
Yeah, and that was happening with the Fail Mary.
Yeah, that was the Fail Mary year because of the replacement refs. Yeah.
Pressure came in for McClendon, and he inaccurately tried to throw a pass, and it will fall incomplete.
And you're going to see the 4th down right now? Or
Yeah, about to see the 4th down. Yeah, he was just getting swarmed, and he could not get the pass off. He was trying to go for Kiki Chisholm on the crossing route, but the pressure got to him throwing the ball inaccurately. And will be a 35-yard field goal. And that will be Ryan Coe as the kicker.
All right.
And that kick
And
is up, and it is good.
you got a 3-point game right here. But the NFL has offered its game officials a 6-year labor deal with a 6.45% annual growth growth rate in compensation, while the NFL LRA are on 10% plus 2.5 million. Wow.
Hmm.
The replacement refs happen. That's going to be a that's going to be something. That will be something.
Oh, I'm looking at the 3-pointer from the logo. Just trying to see this. Wow, that's a long three. Oh my lord. That's crazy. That's unbelievable. Where's RK? I don't know. It's a really good question. I don't know.
I need someone to argue with for shits and giggles.
Yeah, I need someone to argue with Krusty Giggles.
I don't know. Usually shows up to your streams, right, Lightning?
Yeah, usually he does. Yeah, he's definitely up there for the streams. While we're at that, hold on, I'm gonna go to the tier maker so I can get to at least have it ready when it's time. Let's see. Can I reset? Yes, I can reset. Nice. How can we rank these teams after today's game? Let's see here. Bottom tier. What should we name the bottom tier? How
Uh,
about uh these
Kevin Sumlin?
defenders O line trash.
Yeah.
Defenders O line trash.
Uh,
S tier let's
as
do Austin Reed.
Austin Reed, yeah.
Austin Reed.
He has
All
to be the
right.
offensive player of the week. He has to be the offensive player of the week this week.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how else.
Uh, B tier. Oh no, I got one D tier. Stallions kicking performance. He at least got one field goal. He at least got one field goal. That's all I can go with.
Let's see. Stallions kicking performance. And what else? And what should be like A tier? I want to at least like get rid of one of the tiers. Yeah, delete row. There we go.
Ooh. Uh, A tier.
A tier should be Orlando's logo. Well, depends on what we see. Um. Oh, Pete. How about Peter Tamapenu?
Oh, Peter Tom Bennett. Yeah.
Dude had a great game. 2.5 sacks. And that's all you need.
Um, C tier probably. Uh,
Let's just do 4 just to make it easier so we can have like 2 for each team.
yeah.
That should be what it could be. I'm leading this weekly series in your hands. Yeah, Tom Upen. Okay, that's his name. Okay.
I mean, for me, I gotta make sure. I gotta see. Because a part of me kind of also wants to wait for a name, just because the uh how this game goes. So that's also
Mm-hmm.
another thing as well.
Mm-hmm. Don't. Yeah, can we hope not to fumble here? All right, to get to the 36. Jack Plummer coming in with 8:59 remaining, going a little bit faster here. I can still barely hear the audio on your end. You really want to get us
Mhm.
copyright struck, dude?
Hey, did Anthony Beck lose weight? I mean, he looks a little slimmed down since the last time. I guess last time
He
I
probably
fully
went on
saw
a
him.
Gandhi trip. He probably went to a Gandhi trip after losing to the Defenders in the XFL Championship game.
I mean, he's trying has to remove the either the Mike McCarthy label, the yeah, I guess the
Marvin
Marvin
Lewis
Lewis.
label.
Like basically, he needs to at least get one playoff win. That's essentially it. I mean,
There we go. All right. Yeah, so we have Austin Reed, Beta Amupenu, Stallions kicking performance, and Defenders O line.
yep.
That's our tiers for tonight.
I guess one thing I guess we haven't mentioned is I guess the only thing I didn't even talk
Plumber.
about during my UFL Media Day stream was every
Ooh,
team's
there's a good
expectations
catch
this
and
year.
run. Good catch and run. That was that was caught by Elijah Dotson.
Hmm. But yeah, that's the only thing I have not I didn't talk about during my stream was every UFL team's expectations going into 2026.
Oh yeah, the expectations. Well, that's fine. I mean, we can kind of talk about the direction that we're going. 2 yard pickup
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So looking at second down and 12. They're at Columbus territory, so they have already crossed the 50.
I should get my Sir Random rankings kind of set up though.
Just the random rankings.
Hey, these are very important rankings, the most important rankings to see.
Alrighty, here's the handoff to Dotson. No gain on the play, so third down and kind of long for the Orlando Storm. His name is Captain Munnerlin. What a name!
I saw that in like when I was like looking at the coaching staff for this, and I was like, that can't be his name. There
That
can't.
is a name, and I love it. Columbus, you
Yeah.
must protect that man at all costs. Alrighty, here we go. Third down and 9 from the 44-yard line. They need to get to the 35. Dropping back is Plummer. And he is going to get, it looks like the ball was slightly tipped. Pressure was coming from behind. The ball will be incomplete. They do need to go for it or kick probably a 4-point field
Point.
goal. So that's your choice.
Do you
What
want
does
to make it
Beck
a
want to
touchdown
do?
game, or do you want to?
Take the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aviators
touchdown
defense
game with the
stepping up.
4-point field goal. That is a bigger question. Yeah, pressure was coming in. That was Adam Plant Jr. with the pressure. It looks like they're going to go for it on they're going for it. Plummer's going to drop back.
Captain
And he's going to
Munnerlyn.
step up, and he is going to get sacked. This is going to be turnover on down.
And it'll be Columbus ball.
And Columbus will turn over on downs.
Wait, Orlando.
It'll be Columbus's ball. Who gets credit for the sack? That's a bigger question.
I mean, so far, both teams are putting up at least after the rough Columbus start. I mean, so far at least it's been a bit better now. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Columbus is going to start around midfield. So
I guess there's those situations. I guess since I'm thinking Anthony backed or everyone sees their kicker on practice, I'm assuming they're like, yeah, we're not gonna risk the opportunity for 4 points.
McClendon throws a 6-yard pass to Alize Mack, former Brahma, I believe.
I feel like for the most part, I think the Orlando Storm retained a lot of some of the San Antonio Brahmas players.
And Columbus with Michigan. in Louisville with
Yeah.
Memphis.
I kind of wish Frank Ginda was still here, was still there.
Me too. And then that's going to be a handoff. That's John Lovett, but he will get only about a yard. So third down, 5 minutes remaining in the first. You might be ahead.
Donnie Abraham as the defensive coordinator for the Orlando Storm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe this defense is 7 up. I agree with you, Jeddah. All right, third and three, 49 total yards for Orlando, 46 total for Columbus. Shotgun formation, McClendon, Lovett going in motion.
Yep,
McClendon's going to go ahead and throws a quick one. That's the catch. Shakes off a tackle past the 30, and we'll get down at the 22-yard line. That was Jalen Moore with the catch. I think he was a former Panther, if I'm not mistaken.
incoming timeout, by the way.
All right, coming timeout. And
Yeah.
that was a missed tackle right there.
I mean, so far right now, Ted Ginn Jr. is kind of being the CEO type of coach right now, trying to see everything's all in order. So
Yeah. Mike Abraham had a missed tackle. That should not have been a first down.
yeah,
Unfortunate. So that's a little bit of a miscue right there.
I'm
But first down and 10, McClendon, and yet there's going to be a timeout. And that timeout will be taken by Columbus.
yeah.
3:49 remaining in the first quarter. What are we thinking about next week's games? Like, what do you think?
I might I want to do the Tuesday game so bad, but unfortunately I do not have FS1, so I'm probably gonna watch the highlights at best for that game. Uh,
I probably won't do that. I probably won't be able to do any of the games next week because well, especially the Tuesday one because I'll be back teaching. So
yeah,
I mean I'll watch the game, but I can't like do this.
yeah.
And that goes the same for week 3 because
You're gonna be in
Defenders
DC,
game.
so
I will be at the home opener.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at my oh my gosh.
All right, I gotta see something. Um, the Friday game. I know it's
Oh,
Defenders
boy.
versus Columbus.
Hey, we'll still have a champion. So I know we kept saying all the West, and that was not ideal, not part. But hey, St. Louis, I'm just letting you know. Get yourself one of these, and then you'll talk the talk. All right?
Look, both of us have more hardware combined than the St. Louis Battlehawks.
You know what? Exactly. Look, when it's week 5, you're gonna experience Goliath versus Goliath.
Depending on how the next 3 weeks go after this.
But I'm talking about regardless of the UFL history, it's still Goliath versus Goliath because these are the only 2 teams that have UFL trophies.
Yeah.
That have a UFL championship trophy.
Yeah, and then of course you have the Renegades with the other XFL championship, not a conference one, but
Yeah. Red Black says Brahma still have more hardware than St. Louis.
that is true. That is true.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
I guess the only game, even now I probably can't even watch the Stallions game because that game's gonna be on NFL Network. So
Uh,
the only game I could watch is the Storm. That's the game I could watch, the Orlando Storm versus the Kings. So
they're hosting the Kings.
yeah,
Oh, dude, I feel pain. I feel pain.
Yes, sir. Baby.
All right. Yes, sir, baby. Alrighty, we are back. Columbus at the 22. They are right outside the red zone. They are trying to look to take the lead, especially after the disastrous start. That was a fumble during the kickoff.
Yeah. Second. This is the second drive, right, of the game for Aviators.
I believe so. Yes, this is the
Yeah.
second drive. So now it's going to be a couple yard game. I love it. So it'll be second down and long still.
I think a player's. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's all good. All good. I mean, I guess they're still gonna evaluate him, but and that is Andrew Parker. Yeah.
Ah, stop yawning, man. Sag it down an 8 from the 20. Gonna hand this off to Tawa, and Tawa will barely get anything. Probably at best a gain of 1. At least the Raptors beat the crap out of the Magic. Thank you.
All right.
And so Tawa will go ahead and head on over to the sidelines. So bless you.
Thank you.
Third down and goal. Not goal. What am I saying?
37.
Third and 7. Thank you. I don't know what the hell was I thinking.
Oh yeah, John
Oh
Love.
yeah, that's all right. Andrew Parker. That was the that was a player I believe popped. He made a forced fumble during the kickoff. That was a player that was responsible for the fumble.
Ryan Coe, the kicker tonight for the Columbus Aviators.
Where's my boy, Chris Rowland? Where's my boy? I need to see my boy. And of course, he's wearing number 12 as well, so he has to be here somewhere.
Yeah, he's not. He wasn't inactive tonight, right?
No, I don't think he will be inactive. You could double check the inactive list. They're down
Right.
7. They're going to be a run play, only a gain of 1, and that was a really good play. That was Darian Butler with a good tackle, only for a gain of 1.
Orlando's red zone defense is nasty, fam.
It's nasty, man.
So far, has been doing so far, holding.
It's serving them justice. All right,
It's
so 4th down 6. So we're looking at a 37-yard field goal from Ryan Coe. He made a 35-yarder. We'll see if he's able to make this kick. See, snaps there. Kick is up. Almost blocked, but it's good.
tie ball game here now.
And just like that, we have a tie ball game. Tie ball game.
Yeah, there's always those moments when I think about Anthony Beck, like when they announced about the Orlando Storm, and it's just like his entire time, it was like, yeah, St. Louis, I'll be your coach. And then it's just like, hey, I'm now the coach for the Orlando Storm.
Yeah. Hey, remember I said about coaching for the Atlanta Storm? Yeah. About that.
And Jenna Reagan said, we got us a game. Indeed, we do.
So far, we do. So far. Can he keep it? Can he be this close for a while?
Okay, would you count AJ McCarron part of the Anthony backed coaching tree, though? Okay, they're showing the graphic of Anthony's back coaching tree of like Bruce Ganikowski, Ricky Prohl, obviously, and like a couple other assistants, and they put AJ McCarron, and it was like, of course, that was his QB, but like, it's like, really, we're gonna.
I mean, I can see their point.
That's like the equivalent to. I get that. That's the equivalent of like it built. They give like the credit to Bill Belichick for Mike Vrabel. Let.
Yeah. And there's Roland. He'll get tackled at 30, but there he was returning kicks. So he's active. Oh my goodness, yeah. Bruce Gradkowski, Gino Gradkowski, Kyle Kasky, Ricky Prohl. Hey, Ricky Prohl was electric in
He was hyped
game.
for this
He
game,
was
yeah.
very hyped. He was very hyped. He mainly like that challenge he did on the pass interference call. That
Yeah.
was a good challenge. Like he can be a really good head coach. He can be a really good head coach. See if you can beat the Renegades on next week Tuesday.
Yeah.
First down to 10 from the 30. Play action, and that's going to be a pressured ball, and he has a let that flutter up the air. I think the penalty is going to be offside because I think one of the edge rushers on the Aviators jumped just before the snap.
I forgot the offense and the offense of the Storm is a co-offensive coordinator thing. I forgot about that.
Co-offensive coordinator.
Yeah, because you have Colin Thompson calling plays right now.
Hmm. Yeah, he had no idea where the heck the ball went. What were they saying pass interference? I could not. I thought it was offside. Oh, okay. Maybe I don't know. Anyways, first down at 10 is going to be an end around, but only pick up about 4, and that is KJ Hamler with the carry. We got about a minute 10 remaining until we have reached the end of the first quarter. And you said, yeah, Colin Thompson, co-offensive coordinator. Yeah, I know what. Yeah, I see what you were talking about.
Yeah.
And you say it's DJ Khaled performing?
Yeah, at halftime in well later tonight. So
Oh my
yeah.
lord!
I mean,
There's a handoff to Elijah Dobson, and that's a decent carry. I think that's enough for a first down.
I was talking to XFL Jim on Twitter Spaces on Friday, and I guess with a few other people, and they were like, "We're just kind of this going to be the halftime shows," and I think it's just kind of like I feel like it's part of it's also they're like, "Hey, think about like the casual fans, right?" In a sense that they don't really watch spring football as much, and they're like, "Oh, Russell Dickerson is performing. Like, let's just kind of give like if they I guess if you get the casuals to learn to enjoy the environment, then I think for sure you might get increase some fandom within the city.
Yeah. Anyway, that will be the end of the first quarter. We are
Or
tied at 6 apiece.
so far, it's been a pretty even game so far based on what we're
Agreed.
watching. Yeah.
Agreed. This has definitely been a. I agree. This has been a even game so far.
Like, aside from the fumble from the Columbus Aviators and the very big kickoff, for the most part, Columbus defense has been holding it off. Yeah, just 6 points to give up, but it's week one. You're trying to get things done. That's how it's kind of been the theme for 3 out of the 4 games so far. That's just been like, all right, the defenses are gonna like for sure. For sure for sure have their fun, and then it's going to take like maybe a bit for both offenses from all the offenses to adjust, unless your name is the Houston Gamblers.
Right.
But I guess what are the expectations for both teams this season? I guess that is something to look into.
My expectations for the Storm at least is kind of like high.
Hmm. I mean, you did put them as a playoff team.
Oh
So.
my goodness, somebody is freaking illegally streaming the freaking UFL game.
Wow. Wow.
Jagger 9 posted it. There's a YouTube on YouTube that's been illegally streaming UFL games all weekend and stealing ratings away from ESPN.
Yeah.
Wow. The fact that people just freaking do that, that is just
I
so
mean,
unreal.
it's. I mean, my expectation for the Storm is just making the playoffs. I mean, understandable. It's a new team. You kind of just want to see your team make the playoffs. At least for me, my expectation for the Storm is kind of like. It's honestly, since Becht is there, is legit. I just think of like the Battlehawks. Honestly, I'm like they're likely maybe a team that's probably going to make the playoffs, and then just maybe they get bounced out. Who knows? Or like, but since they're so new, I'm just like it's kind of hard to gauge the team overall.
Yeah, because they never played a game.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, remember when North Carolina blew 19 points to VCU? Duke was
What?
Duke was up 19.
Wow.
So if they were talking crap earlier about how they choked 19 points, well, they can't talk that anymore because
Mm.
both teams literally did that.
Hmm. So like the time where Memphis blew a 16-0 lead to the San Antonio Brahmas a couple
I
years
think it was
back,
I think it was
or
20,
it
19,
was
20
it was
points. It
16-0.
was
It
something,
was going to the fourth quarter, and then the Brahmas scored like 19 unanswered points
something like that.
afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, first down and 10. We are now officially in the second quarter now. From the 46-yard line, Jack Plummer in shotgun. Looks like we might get a blitz here. And they do. It's like a corner blitz. And there's your man. Gets past the 35. Four defenders trying to tackle him down. That will be to the 29-yard line. That is Elijah Badger with that big catch and run. First down for the Storm. And they're going to go no huddle. I see Chris Rowland in formation now. Dotson's lining up right beside Plummer. Going ahead and audibling first and 10 at the 29. Plummer takes a snap, and he's going to throw a little deep left side. And Rowland looks like he tripped, but that will be incomplete. It looked like an interception, but it looks like his feet did not. He did not get a foot down, but that was still great effort. That was still good effort. That's a really good play. I can ask you who that person's name is. Oh, DJ Miller is on the team still. Okay.
My heart almost jumped out of my
And there's
back.
Dotson. Dotson gets a good carry. Gets a 10-yard gain.
I'm not expecting
Alrighty.
much from these two teams. I mean, of course you are not. You're a Renegades fan. I know.
Oh, just wait until the Renegades lose to either of these two teams. Then you're gonna. Then we'll pretty much gonna check in and say, "Hey, were you still
I,
expecting much for these teams?"
to me, I'm just hoping the Renegades could finally hold a lead this season. Finally, not choke a game. That's been the common theme the past 2 years. It's not like any team's really beating them. It's them beating themselves.
Corbin gets tackled at the 15.
But if you're having heart problems here, y'all, SRG Pharmacy is here to prescribe to all UFL fans.
Hey, I've been his loyal customer. It's legit.
Yeah, yeah. I found an SRG Pharmacy since 2023, and it's been a blessing ever since because Pete Carroll has been a guy that's been giving me heart attacks to the Seattle fan base for the past many years, and I felt like I got to do a service for everyone in the football community, and in the baseball community, and the basketball community, any sports
It's
community
here
really.
all year round.
Yeah. I mean, the Stallions Mickey Mouse will Mickey Mouse B still exists, so it's possible to the Renegades to hold a lead. Whoa, whoa,
Damn.
whoa!
Okay.
Calling it a Mickey Mouse
By the way,
championship.
Kenny Wilkes just got a sack. Plummer gonna
Sensational.
drop back again. He's gonna throw it, check it down to Corbin, and Corbin. Ooh, was that? That was really close to a horse collar. That one was really close to a horse collar. It was like around the head and neck area. But are they going to be going for it? It's 4th and 4. They
Do you
really
go for
want
the
to
field
go
goal?
for it? Or are you going to make them jump? What are you going to do? Because if you get offsides here, that's automatic first down.
Hmm.
If you get offsides here, that's automatic first down. Let's see what they do. And they will go for it. Play action. Plummer throwing it a flutter. Oh, too high.
Yeah.
Turnover on downs. He had a man open. And that was intended for Connor Fox. Oh, dude.
0 for 2 on fourth down conversions today for the Storm. I really think they don't trust their kicker enough to be like, yeah,
He was
we
open, but the pressure just got him.
yeah, that hurts so bad. I mean 0 and 2 fourth down. I mean, it's already something. I mean, congrats. I mean, give props to the Columbus defense for sure. But it's those ones I'm thinking like, man, they do not trust their kicker to kick that far in these situations.
You're really getting very like Beck's getting greedy. Like,
Yeah,
why are you not taking your points? You would have a 6-9 lead, which is nice. I don't know why
I
you would
mean,
miss the night.
hypothetically, I guess, yeah, but I don't know if this is just a way.
I would just kick the field goal there.
Yeah, I mean, it was much closer than last time. Like, I understood the first time around. I was like, all right, it's still kind of far. You try not to give them much field advantage you can, but this time around, it was like you could have, you could at least tried right
You're
there.
gonna
But
you need to at least like take the lead. Like if you're tied, just take the lead.
like either they don't trust their kicker or they're just trying to be like Dane Campbell and just and just be ballsy and going for it down a lot.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like how they just go for it. I don't. I
Like
don't
I would
like
understand if
that.
it's dire situation, and I'm like, all right, dire situation, do it. But it's like it's the second quarter. Like you,
What's up, Fly?
what's up, Fly? How you doing?
Sound like Joey. How you doing?
You doing?
There's a belief that the NFL is likely to soon hire 150 to 180 officials from D1, D2, and D3 colleges for replacement
Jeez,
rests for prepare for the upcoming season. Oh, sweet
wow.
universe. Oh
What's up?
man, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah. Snapple fact of the day before this game continues. No rain fell in Liquique, Chile for 14 years.
No rainfall.
And I guess in this city in Chile for 14 years. Hmm.
Wow.
It's at least that's in more of the newer Snapple facts and they usually always have the same ones. And you have DJ Khaled on the broadcast booth right now.
Oh, you know what's funny about Duke choking a 19-point lead this year?
What?
Apparently, last year they choked another 19-point lead against Houston last year.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you serious, Duke? Yeah, you
I
cannot. If you're talking trash to North Carolina, you are not the one to talk right here.
each time I always think of Duke or a little bit of March Madness in general. I just think that Dude Perfect video of the March Madness stereotypes. or just like, and then just like you have the guy who portrays the Duke fan is like Duke is all the way this year. Duke is all the way this year.
Dude's collapse is inevitable. Yeah, it's definitely inevitable. Oh, and DJ Khaled is in the freaking booth. Neat. Another one. It's another one. All right, so we got Illinois versus UConn and Michigan versus Arizona in a Final Four.
Hmm.
Well, there
For
you go.
this is men's, right? Like,
This is men's, yes.
all right.
This is indeed men's. Alrighty, Columbus trying to get more. Who's going to get the lead? Or are they too afraid to try to take the lead like Orlando just showcased? Are they scared? Second down and 3 now. That was a 7-yard pickup.
I wanted to do a TikTok video on the Gamblers Renegades game last night, but I just couldn't think of an idea, or at least have a meme to put in.
Play action. McClendon throws on the one, but that batted down. Incomplete. That was batted down by Chris Garrett. Batted down by Chris Garrett. So really good defensive. So yeah, like they look like they're just evenly matched teams so far.
I mean, again, I think maybe give it about like 2-3 weeks, then we'll kind of know a little bit of the parity with it
Yeah,
within the
we get to
UFL.
the gist. Kind of see the gist of what we have. Like
I'm
Glendon throws it, check down the middle. It looks like that is a first down. That was caught by Tay Martin. I think he barely just got it. Yep, they're gonna say first down. That's a nice spicy to meet the ball. Really nice meatball. First down at 10. They're going to take it from the 23-yard line. The defensive line shifted. McClendon will drop back. Throwing it deep. Oh, he had it. Oh, my gosh. Kiki Chisholm had it. He had it. And he
it was
just
those
could
moments.
not. That was a catch. He had it. He had it. Yeah, where was his hands? I agree.
A3, where your
the
hands at?
Where was his hands?
I mean, probably all buttered up.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty, second down and 10. I'm gonna go ahead and drop back again. McClendon stepping up and he throws it low, but there is a flag on the play. And that's more than likely going to be pass interference on the Storm. Illegal contact on the defense. That's an automatic first down.
Mm-hmm.
Can't make contact with him early after you go 5 yards, my brother. Can't do that. 100% cannot do that. Anyway, first and 10. 8 minutes remaining at the 28-yard line. Shotgun. McClendon will throw a screen to White. White tried to redirect himself to the traffic. Makes some people miss. Looks like he got about maybe 5 yards out of that. At least it's better than losing yards. This is better than losing yards. Yeah, he did. He was shifty. I'll definitely give him that. Second down and 4. Let's see. They're at the 34-yard line in shotgun. and they're gonna throw it to Chisholm. This time Chisholm caught it, and he just got enough for the first down at the 38, I believe. Hey, hey, Ma, I got hands. Alrighty, not making too flashy plays. Looks like Columbus looks like they're being slow and methodical. Yes, I agree. Slow and methodical, shallow and pedantic.
It always just takes that one moment, that one spark, and then boom.
Yep. And then off to White. White, ooh, gets a big hole. Pass down the 40, 35-30, 25-20. He'll get tackled at the 20. That's a very big pickup by Sir Quandre
The former
White.
Stallion. There we go.
There you go. That was a big pickup.
What's that defense?
That was about 40 on that run. That was a 40-yard run right there.
We look like DC in the championship game. Wow.
Wow. Ouch.
Hey, you guys at least won.
We won now. So, but why?
I guess early on, okay, early on, but
why are we getting the jabs here? What do you mean?
like, are you talking about
41-yard
the XFL championship game back in 23?
Like, what's with the freaking shade, dude? What did my team do? What did I do?
But red zone territory for the Columbus Aviators. I think this is the first time I see them in red zone territory. No.
Yeah, so I agree. This is the first time we kind of see them in red zone, I think. No, maybe kind of, because they did make it 35-yarder.
Yeah.
No. The defense before week 6 with Bryce Perkins. Okay, damn. Okay, I see.
Their defense.
But Glendon is going. He gets 2. He does not take a sack, but he does get 2 yards out of that. Sorry, man. Nothing personal, man. I was gonna say I'll do you better, but you know what I'm going to mention.
Aviators moving down the field.
Yes, they are. Shout out to
They're finally
41 yards. Their run
They're
game
finally getting the groove. They're finally getting something together. I mean,
Columbus looking like they have a nice run game.
Yeah, but we have seen so far in these games that the red zone defense has not been.
There's some room to run past the 15, past the 10, and he will get out of bounds at the 6. First and goal now for Columbus. Will they take the lead for the first time tonight?
Yeah, I mean, some of the things we've seen so far in these games that the red zone offenses have been at a halt as of late. So it's something to keep an eye out. Could we see a similar common theme with this game as well?
Yeah. All right, shotgun at the 6. McClendon and shotgun. You got 2 receivers at the top. Gunnar Oaks in motion. Looks like a little RPO. McClendon's going to keep it to himself. Gets 2 yards. We'll get down around the 4 or 3 yard line. Second and goal. So you're getting closer each time.
Oh, we got Charlotte's fans.
What's that?
We got Charlotte's fans.
Are there Stallions fans there too?
I wish, but no. It's the orange and purple team.
That was a nice trend. Gotta give credit. Shout out to the Stallions fans did it first.
Yep. And then CFB was trying to copy it afterwards.
Yeah. Tua Tawa tried to break some tackles, but could not break them.
Or third and goal.
He will stay around the 3. Staying at the 3. Yeah, he just could not break it.
I mean, could we see our first touchdown by the Columbus Aviators?
Almost 7.5 minutes on their drive, so they're really taking their time.
Long, methodical type drives.
Yeah.
You you can't end this in a field goal. There's no way you'd
We
want to end this
can't.
in a field.
And it looks like a timeout will be taken by. It looks like a timeout could be taken. Yep, timeout. Second timeout taken by the Aviators. So they got to come up with something to get a touchdown.
I'm gonna hop off. See y'all next stream. All
All
right, man.
right. See you, Red Black. Hope you have
Or see
yourself a
you,
good
Red
night,
Black.
man.
Have a good night.
Hope you have yourself a good night. What do you do if you are Columbus?
I mean, if there's a fourth down situation,
What would you? Well, like what? Well, it could be a 4 down scenario here, but like, what can you do on 3rd down?
I really don't
Do
know because I
you
feel
trust
like
your physical running backs? Like, do you trust Tawa? Do you trust White? Or do you want to try to go for Martin or Chisholm?
or do you want to try an RPO play to see if you get McClendon to get like a few more to get him to the end zone?
Because they did that RPO one time, he just keeps it to himself and only got like 2 yards out of that.
So, I mean, I would feel like I do trust Tor White to do it, but also at the same time, I feel like these are the moments where you're like, I think a passing play is probably going to be needed here. But this is interesting
Mm-hmm.
because again, we've been seeing these games that the when we go in the red zone, when we have red zone offense, they get stopped pretty quickly. So, I mean, aside from the the Dallas game yesterday, there you on red zone, you just don't really. It's been kind of a struggle for like most of the team so far.
Yeah. It's just more like can you get oh yeah, I kind of saw it too, but do you realize the camera angles that they were doing, they were like Madden.
Hmm.
Did you
Good
have you
point.
been realizing that?
Not really much. Like on a couple occasions, yeah, but maybe
Yeah, a couple of
not
times.
like, but not like. Oh yeah, you're saying see it to red black. Okay.
Yeah, see you, Fly. Hope you have yourself a good one as well. Oh, I thought. Well, it's only Red Black, but I don't know if Fly is saying the same thing or not. I did not know that
Yeah,
he
is he saying
left
see
too.
it to red black or is he saying see it to us?
Both. No. Yes. The question. Here's your answer. Yes. It's both. I. It's like I hate you and I hate you. So see ya. See ya. Who? Exactly. Oh yeah, there's Samuel Jackson on the Orlando Storm offense. We got Lamar Jackson and Samuel Jackson. Say what? Say what? Say what again?
Huh?
Someone edit like freaking Samuel Jackson in Pulp Fiction as a football player and he's making a tackle. Say what again? I dare you. And he's just lining up at the line of scrimmage. Anyway, 3rd and goal here from the 2. What do you do, Columbus? Shotgun formation. Takes a snap, throws a quick pass. Boom! Batted down.
Yeah.
Incomplete. Wow.
Yeah, I
Keyshawn
that
Banks with the back
that
down.
great play by the defenders right there.
Banks. What a play, my
Now
fry.
you're gonna see
And
you'll see
now
what
4th
Columbus decisions
down.
here.
What does Ginn do? Does he want to kick the field goal and take the lead, or they're going for the biscuit? Risk it, no biscuit. Bruce Arians mode
I mean,
now.
it's like they kill a lot of time. They can't just be they don't
Yeah.
want to.
Risk it, no biscuit. Under center. It's from the 2. Here we go. McClendon throws it to the end zone. Bat it down. That is incomplete. Turnover on downs. Batted down by Lamar Jackson.
What a way!
Wow. All that
Man.
clock. Nothing. These teams are not
Nah,
taking
go
their points.
points.
What is going on?
This would have been either a
Take
nine
your
nine ball game,
points.
either a 9-9 ball game right now, or I guess unless you want to say the other hypothetical scenario, what 13 to 9
Nine.
decided.
It's 9-9. Like, why are you guys afraid of taking your points? That's like guaranteed points.
Yeah,
What are kickers,
I
man?
mean,
What are kickers?
Co's like 2 for 2 so far. So we have seen that he is reliable enough to handle this type of situation. So I
Plummer hands it off, gets about a 3-yard gain.
enough to kind of give him a little
Breathing
more
room
breathing room.
to
Yeah,
avoid a safety. They do have all 3 timeouts, and they have probably going to do one more play before the 2-minute warning, maybe.
it's
They're
just
going
those
to get.
situations you got to be like, come on, you had a chance
You
to,
have. It's like if you're tied and you're field goal range, take your points.
and your defense has been playing very solid for this entire game so
Yeah.
far. So it's not like, oh, like we're getting blown out by like 20 right now. So like,
Probably gets a gain of 2, and now we're in a 2-minute warning on 3rd
yeah,
and 3. Like Orlando was in field goal range. They had a chance to take the lead. They decide not to. Columbus killed all that clock, like about 8 minutes of that clock. Nothing. They
no,
decide to not take their points. Like, if you had the ball for so long, just take your points.
yeah. And I get it. I understand. It's like, well, we already came this far enough. Like why are we gonna waste it just to get 3 lousy points instead of getting like six points and
But
just
every point matters.
yeah. I mean, like let's just say again, like if the Orlando Storm lead this game, and let's just say they scored another field goal, and that's the end of the score. Columbus is gonna be thinking like, I think there's gonna be other interviews. They're gonna be like, hey, if like, oh, why didn't you take the points? Or like, hey, if you, I mean, Teddy Ginn Jr. will probably say something like, hey, well, I mean, we went for this far or something, or I don't know. There's always gonna be something that's like, hey, or it'll be like, hey, would you do it again if you had the opportunity? And they're like, yeah, I'll 100% do it again. Because I mean, of course, you'll say that because it's like, hey. Is like because like you made obviously you made your stance and lied on it. So
That just hurts. See, that just hurts. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Remember, Pittsburgh is closing their schools for the draft. By the way.
yeah, I mean it's only gonna be for like 2 days out of the like what out of the 5 for Thursday. I mean, yeah, drafts on Thursday, so
Thursday and
Thursday
Friday.
night. Yeah,
Man, like they're really closing schools because of the draft. Come on now.
I guess I know how important education is to you. Don't get me wrong, but I think there's just like, hey, I think there's like, hey, there's gonna be like crazy traffic as enough it is. I mean,
That's
there's gonna be online school, right? So I mean, they did say, hey, we're
They're
gonna
learning
go.
remotely, but it's like for me, it's like I don't know. And besides, like the draft doesn't start until like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, but I think it's because
So
probably it's kind of like they still need to set up. They still have to like set up. They still have to deal with a bunch of traffic control.
maybe,
So
probably, yeah.
yeah, because I mean, you have to be there hours before the draft starts to get like to be like standing there and just to see who you're gonna go for. And even then, it's like a party. It's like a bit of like a party too because you're gonna have people setting up booths and everything. So
And I guess that makes sense. And also, you want to provide safety for the students as
kids,
well,
yeah,
because the one thing you really need to make sure you're doing in school is safety.
yeah,
Like,
because
can
like
you like safely move students from one place to the other, whether it's
yeah.
from their home on the bus to school?
Yeah, and like you're gonna have a lot of like tourists around everywhere for the
Oh
draft
yeah.
too. So I mean,
Plumber, there comes. Ooh, there's a good catch. And look, it's Chris Rowland. He makes his catch. Yay.
Oh, I see
Keep
Cole
eating him,
Snyder,
please.
former Stallion, on the offensive line.
Keep doing what you're doing, Chris Rowland. Please. Be like Lucky Jackson and Jaden Mickens. Oh, I think we might get the. Ooh, that's a hit out of bounds, I think. Might be it, but they're not gonna call any. They're not gonna call anything. Okay then. Oh, and KJ Hamler's kind of limping a bit too. After that
Like
hit, it looks
it's
like DJ Miller. It
those
looked
early
like
season
DJ Miller
injuries
got
that
held.
it's just like those early season injuries are just very unfortunate, especially for the UFL. It's like if you're a player that's trying to get back to the NFL, trying to get some more film in to see like, hey, we're gonna give
Jonathan
you another
Adams.
shot or give you your first shot. It's like it's tough to see like you get injured early on in the season.
Corbett gets to the 30. He runs to the 30. I think Orlando calls their first timeout here.
Was was there like anything that says back might like put Dorian Thompson Robinson in tonight for like just to kind of see like a QB battle or
Something
no?
like a, I don't know, like a two QB system.
Yeah,
But I don't know. He might put him in if Jack Plummer
I mean Jack
sinks
Plummer's not
down.
playing like terrible. It's just
He's
like
not playing terrible.
he's just going against like the Columbus defense has just like been
Screen
it's
to
just been
Corbin, but friggin' Stallion, friggin' not aviator players. Tompkins ate him up. And I think who was 21? DJ Miller was there in the backfield too. They read that screen. Tompkins just num num num. Second and 13. Clock is winding down. Plummer throwing it out of bounds to Connor Fox. Clock will stop at the 40 seconds on third down now. They need you guys. They need to at least take a lead.
yeah. I mean at least try to get to the 40 before
Or at
half to
least
at least
half
try
the
something.
field.
Yeah.
Get Michael Lance a chance. Give Michael Lance a chance.
They're showing the field goal range, or at least the 4 point field goal range right now. So
Third down and 9. Plummer drop it back, and he's gonna take us. Tries to take a snap, but he
yeah,
freaking checks it down to Dotson, and Dotson gets a first down at the 31.
yeah, he's just like
Now
threw
you would
like a
take a timeout here.
yeah. They did yeah.
That's like a shovel pass. He was literally getting swallowed up.
Yeah. I think
Dawson
that's
got
what.
his back. Oh my goodness! And it looks like Plummer got swept from his feet. He got swept in the legs by Kenny Wilkes. Yoink! That could be awkward. That could have been bad too, the way he landed, because that was just wee. Orioles beat the Twins. Nice. And the
Nice.
Phillies lost. I'll take it. Braves lost today, but hey, we got the series win over the Orioles. I'm happy with
Yeah.
that.
For me, I'm finally happy that I got one run. Then the
I
Yankees
got a
13
rock.
runs in the last three in the first three games.
You're like Charlie Brown getting a rock. I got a rock.
Yeah. On to San Diego. On to San Diego tomorrow. So
We play the Athletics.
Hmm.
Jack Plummer's 9 for 12 for 100 yards.
And the Mariners have to play the Yankees tomorrow anyway. So
Oh,
good luck to them.
Drop it back is Plummer. Pressure coming in, and Plummer is gonna get sacked.
The defense for Columbus, they've been showing up.
Putting on the show. Let's see, it was 56 who got him. Yeah, 56 will take the credit. That is Ron Stone Jr. that will take credit on the sack. And Orlando's gonna call their second timeout on 2nd and 14. They really wanted to get those points. What play call do you do? What play call do you plan to do? I really love the helmets for Columbus.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. We should find a Sporkle for halftime,
Hmm.
like a random Sporkle. Oh,
Yeah.
offsides. That's not Kenny Wilkes. Dump it off. And that will be intercepted by
But we'll get
DJ
called
Miller,
back.
but it will get called back. It's going to be a pick six, or he will step out of bounds, but that will get called back because of the offsides.
Yeah. That would have
That
been
was
a
Kenny
that would have been
Wilkes.
a game changer for for
Would have
Columbus, but
been, but offsides by Kenny Wilkes will neglect this interception. But you did waste a lot of clock, though. It's 12 seconds now.
yeah.
You did waste a good amount of clock. But the offsides, that is definitely that's very unfair.
They'll probably get the clock back, reset the clock
Mm-hmm.
back somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know, but at the same time, I don't know what Plumber was doing with that ball. So
Yeah.
they put 16 seconds back on the game clock. So they can get an extra play in if they can. Alrighty. 2nd and 9 from the 48. Drop it back. Plummer. He's going to throw it deep right side. Too high for KJ Hamler.
Yeah.
3rd down and 9. Can he at least try to get around
Looks
the
like
42 so they
looks
can
like
do a
he's
4-point field goal?
I mean, I understand there's some pressure going on, but at the same time, I feel like there's also Plummer with his like receiving course been a little bit out of sync right now.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm hoping like Roland can be their person or their guy.
Yeah.
Like
I
Roland
mean,
has the speed.
I mean, Bact has seen Roland play for like for in DC, so it's not like he has no film on him.
Here's
So
Dotson with the catch. He does get to the 36-yard line. 4 seconds remaining. So the 4 seconds does matter because if it was 12 seconds, that would have been halftime.
yeah,
If it was 12 seconds, that was halftime. So please get your field goal unit back for the love of God.
they
Get
will.
your
Yeah,
freaking kicking in. Hey, if you missed this, guess what? You still would have gotten a lead of 9-6 if you would have kicked it for
yeah,
guaranteed points at least.
or
Or at least
tied 9-9 if you're Columbus, but
would it make it 12-9, hypothetically? And it's
yeah,
Michael Lance for 55 yards on the right hash. Columbus might ice the kicker. And that is definitely the case here. Lance
they're
is going
probably
to
gonna put
practice
him.
his kicks. Looks like he made it. So he does have the leg from what I'm hearing from the crowd. And Columbus will have no timeouts. Orlando has one. Sounds like Lance has the leg. You just got to put your trust in your
It's just
players.
accuracy. He probably has to boom, but probably just accuracy has been the thing.
Yeah, like you can have the leg, but do you have the accuracy? Anyways, 1st down and 10. Orlando will kick a 55-yard field goal. Alrighty. Michael Lance with a 55-yarder. Here's a snap. Kick is up. He looks like he has the distance, and he got it. Orlando will lead at halftime 9-6. And looks like SRG has decided to be frozen for a second here. Hello, Earth. Earth to SRG. Are you there? Earth to SRG. Are you there? And it looks like he has left. Looks like I'll be taking the show from here, I guess. I'll take the show from here. Yeah, so Orlando here. Let's go pull up the official statistics here. Let's put up the official statistics here. Anyways, all right. Where the heck? I'm in the show. I can't do anything. SRG has left me out to dry. He has left me out to dry. Is there a way to like, can I invite him back or something? I don't know. Hopefully I'm hoping he'll be able to get to come back. Anyways, let's put up the scores. Not 6-9, 9-6, or 6-9. Nice. For this game at halftime. DJ Khaled. Anyway, so yeah, so let's take a look at the statistics, right? So 153, so very neck and neck when it comes to total yardage, right? 153 total yards for the Columbus Aviators, 157 for the Storm. And Orlando is leading the passing department with 115. Columbus only has 61 passing yards. But Columbus does lead Orlando in rushing with 92. Orlando has 58 yards. Both teams did not convert fourth downs. Columbus does have that one turnover, and that was during the kickoff. But 3 sacks so far for Columbus, on to Orlando getting 3 sacks so far. That is a big time. That is definitely defense showing up big time. Ron Stone for Columbus gets the credit with 2 of the sacks, and a Plant will get credit for 1 of the sacks. But Jalen McClendon has not gotten sacked so far as of yet. But I wonder what happened with SRG. We're in so I wonder. Like, what in the heck happened? Columbus getting past that line of scrimmage and in the backfield. Yeah. So my main problem with my main problem with both of these teams is that, do they know how to make points? Like, are they really want the total to be under for today? Because it sure as hell seems to be. It sure as hell seems like it. That's what it is. So what can we do about that? So but yeah. I remember. What's up, RFK? Jesus is Lord. It's yep, nice. It's a nice score. It's definitely a nice score. We say it about SRG was here, but for some reason I think he might have lost connection. I do not know what in the world has happened to him, but I'm hoping that he is doing all right here. I can't just leave the studio or else it'll pretty much cut the stream here. Yeah, because I can't because this was because SRG is the one that is hosting. Serrano Guy is the one hosting, but I think he lost connection around the time that we by the time the field goal was good for 55 yards from Michael Lance. And SRG I think he just lost connection, and then I pretty much can't do anything. I can't change the score and nothing. So, like, I don't know what more can I do. I don't know what more I can do. But let's see. Offensively, Jalen McClendon is 7 for 12, 61 yards. Jack Plummer is 10 for 14, 115 yards, but he did get sacked. But he got sacked 3 times. Go to his house and make him rejoin. So Quandre White does have 45 rushing yards. I mean, there's some people. White, Tawa, McClendon are definitely getting the rushing in. Corbin is doing nice, 6 rushes for 32 yards. The passing department, Elijah Dotson's the one, the running back on the Storm that has been doing well. Oh, there's 2 Elijahs on the Storm. There's Elijah Dotson and Elijah Badger. So that's pretty much the gist of what we have. So that's the gist of what's going on. But I better hope that he freaking comes back soon. Because I gotta get freaking commentating over this. So I don't know where he's at. I don't know where his house is at. I don't know where he is. You freaking tell me where his house is. Because if I don't know, then you don't know. If I don't know, you don't know. I mean, guys, heck, I don't know. Travelers beat the Wizards 123 to 88. Your goodness. And dear goodness. Let's see. I think that's him. I think that's him on Discord. I want to see. Oh, never mind. It's just he's saying he. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hell just happened. He abandoned me. He abandoned me, and I'm very sad. He has abandoned me, and I'm a sad panda. I am a sad panda. I don't know what to do, man. I'm all alone. There is no one here beside me. I am all alone and there's no one here beside me. Like Donkey and Shrek when he's just all alone outside and before the freaking fairy tale creatures just started to raid his house, just raid his place. That's pretty much what I'm just thinking of right now. Man. Hold on. Let me see if it's something. Let's see. Okay. So that's what I just want to see if nothing terrible. I want because the thing is, it's like my stream would end if he left. I wonder if his stream is still going. Yeah, his stream is still going. That's so weird. Like his stream is still going. So what is going on? So how come he left? And then his freaking thing is still going on? Like someone help me. At least Matt McCrane hit a 4-point field goal. I mean, I'll take it, but still, that game freaking that sucked. That definitely sucked. That game totally sucked. All right, you know what? For the time being, hold on. All right, let me go up and put up this. Let's see if I'll try. Let's see. No timer. We are in the third quarter. Well, let's see here. There we go. We're looking at the scores. How many? Let's see how many penalties do they have? 2-1. Okay, so 2-1 with 3 timeouts. Let's see if I can. Okay, and then let's see if I can make it like that. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, we can definitely make it work like this. All right. Let's see here. Okay, Aviators, Storm. And it was 6-9. Alrighty. right. The show must go on without him. I don't know if he will ever join back or I don't know, but the show must go on. The show must go on. Oh, okay. So he just texted me that his router got turned off, so he has to give it a so he has to give it a few minutes. So he will definitely be there. He will definitely be there shortly. But as of right now, the show must go on. Excuse me. Because right now entering the defenders right now, like entering week 1. The Renegades just have it better. Yes, here. Let's see if I can. Okay, so I cannot freaking share the freaking thing because he has to allow the share. Freaking great. That's great. Yeah. See, this is why we can't trust we can't trust Serena Guy with this stuff, bro. Man, I can't trust him. SRG, if you're watching this, that means I cannot trust you. I can't. I freaking can't, my friend. But it's a good thing that it's a really good thing that we're still alive. It is definitely a good thing that we are alive here. We just gotta wait for him. It was Columbus who Columbus received it, but they fumbled. So the Storm will get the ball in the second half, and they took the lead. About time. They would have taken the lead a while ago. That they haven't stupidly went for it. So at least we have that. So, excuse me. But yeah, that's just unfortunate. Come on. So as of right now, like the teams, it has been quite neck and neck, but it's like Columbus or Orlando is just Columbus is having a getting a disadvantage mainly because of that fumble. Rip SRG 1900. Just oh my goodness, SRG is secretly 126 years old. But excuse me. All right, so it looks like we are about to go ahead and kick off for the third quarter, second half. So hopefully, both teams on either side have made their adjustments. So we shall see. And then Orlando Magic with 139-87 loss. That's the largest in their franchise history. They lost by 52 points. Dear goodness. Yeah, Orlando. Yeah, so Plummer got sacked. So Plummer got sacked 3 times. He got sacked 3 times. And Orlando really needs to pick it up on the defense. So that might be, so that could also be another, that could be another factor too. And Columbus is doing a good job with the run game. So if I was Columbus, I'd say their strength in the game is the run game. So that's what they would need to do. Yeah, they need to tackle better. I think the one tackle I saw was the one that Michael Abraham missed, that allowed Columbus to get very close. Yeah, Columbus only scored field goals, but man, they almost had the touchdown. So Orlando would be taking the lead 9-6. Still halftime. The players are looking out of the tunnel. So, SRG, where are you at, brother? Where is that guy at? SRG. Beginning of the third quarter now. The Storm will begin to drive on offense. Oh, look who's back again.
Yeah. Well, I'll be on my phone at the moment.
Hey, can you see if you could try to get the scoreboard up? I have it share screen, but I can't activate it without you.
Please. All right.
Please. I trusted you, man. Why are you always host? Whatever you host things turn out.
I had everything.
Hey, Mike Repol is in Orlando.
Oh.
He was there at St. Louis and witnessed the 4-point field goal, and now he's in Orlando witnessing his 2 new babies.
Are we officially in the third quarter?
Oh, we're about to be ready in the third quarter. They're about to kick it off.
Okay, cool.
So I didn't really listen much to DJ Khaled. I was just like more focused on winning for you. Hey, I have a share screen. I have a share screen.
All right. Well, let me hold on.
See if you can try to get to the share screen. Oh, the ball will be it rolled to the end zone for a touchback. So it will be at the 20. Meow indeed. Meow indeed. If you can't get it, then that's fine. I just have it ready on standby once you are. So your router turned off?
Someone turned off the router. Didn't get notified. So
Didn't get notified. Well, that was a rip. So either we do screen share or do the score bug your way. 6-9 now. Play action. Plummer going a little deep crossing route, and that's KJ Hamlin. That is a first down. Hey, look, it's a scoreboard.
All
Oh,
right,
looky
6 to
here.
9.
There's a scoreboard. Now, let's see if I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta hope.
So that's the best I can do now. Alrighty. That's fine. Oh, let's say cat once. Alrighty, first down and 10. Corbin. Oh, he will get tackled for a loss. Great play from the Aviators defense. Looks like the defense has been working out pretty nice tonight. They do have 3 sacks. Ron Stone will get has 2 of them already tonight. So he's closing in the gap on the sack leading position by Bida Tamapenu.
Anyway, what's up, RFK?
Yeah, RFK has here. He wants me to go to your house and make you rejoin.
Yeah.
Oh, break a tackle, past the 50, past the 40. That was Chris Rowland with an end around. The speed. This is why Pack wants Rowland. Rowland is a speedster on this end around. Really great blocking by number 87 and just racing down the sideline. Almost broke free onto Akeem Dent. Definitely give Rowland a lot of credit for 28 yards on the run. So now they're in Columbus territory, hoping to extend this lead. Plummer, play action, throws it to the cross again, and this is to Elijah Badger, and he will get about a gain of 9 on the play. That will be not a gain of 9, but they're saying second down and 10 already. I thought he already got a good play on that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pick. What the world was that? He throws a pick, but there's a flag down. And Break shakes off a tackle past the 30, past the 20, and past the 10. I wonder if there's an illegal shift. But we shall see. It is a pick 6, but we don't know what penalty this could be. Let's see what. Too many players on the field on the defense. So the pick 6 will get negated.
Wow.
And that would have been a pick 6 by O'Donnell Fortune.
Number
22. This is the same guy who fumbled on the kickoff. He failed to get to the sideline in time. So he already made 2 crucial mistakes tonight. The fumble and failing to get off the field.
The the Aviators really messing themselves up. Like they have opportunities and they keep shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, Trayvon, I think his name is Trayvon Jones, number 22. He makes 2 mistakes already that can crucially affect the team. That fumble led to a touchdown by Corbin. But this too many men on the field, what will allow the Storm to do? And timeout will be taken by Columbus.
Already 1 timeout in use already 1 timeout already in the second half. Wow.
Yeah, because I wonder if Columbus needs to they got to get the defense together, because I wonder if they're just not ready, because a couple things happened. One, you had a big 28-yard rush from Chris. You had the 28-yard from Chris Rowland, and of course you got the illegal substitution on the Trayvon Jones, who failed to leave the field in time. So there's got to be some sort of miscommunication that is happening. So they're showing the hack cam for Becht right now. There's too many players on the field. So you got to get yourself lucky. So Plummer would have had 2 picks tonight. Would have had 2 picks if it wasn't for offsides and too many men on the field. Would have had 2 picks.
Yeah.
Just don't know if he's the guy or allow DTR to step in. But 1st and 10 from the 24 now. handing it off. He will shovel past it to KJ Hamler, and Hamler is going to go ring around the Rosie, and he will get to the 20, will step out of bounds around the 20 to 19-yard line. Will pick up about 5 yards or so.
Wow.
I thought you want. Oh, wait, so you're doing it. Your camera's on your phone, right?
Yeah, I'm using my data on the phone right now, so just
Yep. So I got you with the play-by-play. I got you.
yeah. So
I'm sorry that the router got cut off.
yeah, I was like thinking like, oh, I was saying like, all right, I guess one of the Wi-Fi signals got out. I'm like, all right, give me a second to reset it, and then after that, I was informed, hey,
Quick
I was like,
pass to
wait,
Roland. Roland gets the first down to the 12. So rushing for a first down, and now he catches it for the first down. So already Roland's making some good strides. First and 10 at the 12. He's going to hand it off to Corbin, and Corbin will run this into the end zone, and he does. Touchdown, Storm. That's his second of the night.
second of night again.
Second of the night for 13 yards. Jashawn Corbin.
Are they gonna go for a kick, or they or you don't know yet?
Don't know yet, but I'm thinking you might go for a kick because they tried to go for 2 earlier. That did not work out. Yeah, so they are gonna go for the extra point here. So only 1 point
To make it a 10-point game.
They're trying to make it 16-6, but Columbus
Again.
So Trayvon Jones is the single culprit. The mental mistakes from Jones it shows proof.
Yeah.
Kick is up, and that extra point is good. Storm up by 10. The Aviators really need to make some work happen on the offense now. But yeah, so you have one of the players. So I think that was Tompkins going left, but he kind of overcommitted way too much on the left, and he did not attack the gap. He did not attack the gap. He just went around instead of going through the gap to stop Corbin, and that allowed him. But again, like, whose fault is it the blame? So again, whose fault is it the blame to have the Aviators down by 10 right now?
It's kind of hard to really say much because I mean, first of all, they had their opportunity earlier to make a 3-point field goal. They're in that whole long methodical drive, so they could have been right now at a 7-point game. That's one mistake. The other mistake you could say is Jones as well. The other one time with the whole offsides. So I feel like there's a whole lot of uncertainty that it takes. So I think my Wi-Fi should be back right now, but I'll give it a minute before I actually sign off here and then come back.
Gotcha. But so mainly failing to take your points when you're at the 2, I think that is definitely one of the miscues right there. But I think the biggest culprit, because there were some. Because it's the defender's main culprit when they lost their game was the offensive lineman that led to bad QB play from Tyamu. Yeah, but that's because it's a snowball effect. But tonight, the biggest culprit of why the Aviators so far are down by 10 is Trayvon Jones, because he fumbled on the kickoff that led to a touchdown by Corbin. Then he failed to get off the field. He failed to get off the field, which caused an illegal substitution. And guess what? That led to another touchdown by Corbin. So if you were Trayvon Jones, it's you really got to be thinking okay, I really got to get my crap together.
Get my act together. Yeah.
You got to get your act together, because the mistakes that he's been making so far has put the team behind.
Yeah.
Because it's what's that?
Oh, this used to be good now. Hold on. Let me
All right,
exit
I'll
out
keep
here.
him busy. I'll just keep on making him busy then. But yeah, Jack, and the other thing that is kind of because like when you lose games, you
All right.
not because when you're losing games, you have to look at a couple things, right? Did you lose the game because of one play or one player, or was it just many multiple factors into one, or it's just one factor that led to a snowball effect? Because
Yeah.
for the Kings lost, like they did what they can, but the interception kind of put them down.
Yeah.
Defenders was the offensive line being bad that led to bad quarterback play and being undisciplined. And the Gamblers was pretty much just they really haven't been it was just all around. I mean, the defense was okay. Shout out to Malik Fisher and Anthony Hines for playing all right. But like bad QB play from Henderson kind of dragged them back and failing to stop Austin Reed passing the ball around.
Yeah. I mean, I felt
Oh,
like
short
not.
kick. We got a short kick. Ball did not pass the 20.
Also, you also got to think about the fact that with the Houston Gamblers game too, is not only with, I guess, with the defense with the Gamblers is also. I wonder if they're like throughout the entire week they were like Luis Perez is going to be the quarterback this week, like he's going to be the
Maybe.
quarter.
That's
I mean,
probably one thing too, because I thought like a lot of people in the spring football community,
I think
including
like
myself, thought Perez was going to be the starter. But when Rick Neuheisel announced Reed, that shook everybody. And then after what we saw yesterday,
we see
Rick
why.
Neuheisel proved us why Reed was a starter, and he proved it, and he broke the
Yeah,
record in his first game, which is freaking impressive.
which
Um,
Grant Grant
Tuatawa will get the carry, and he will get a 4 yard gain.
Which, granted, Rick Newhouse is not unfamiliar with the spring football game too. He's remember he was with the Arizona Hotshots back in 2019 before it got shut down during the last couple weeks of the season. So I mean, I feel like he is a pretty good head coach, definitely enough to get a team like the Renegades to potentially finally back to the playoffs first time in 3 years
Yeah, and also when he was with the Hot Shots were clinched the playoffs in that period as well with the
with
Apollos.
John Wolford.
Ooh, Tawa gets a 2 yard loss.
With John
That's
Wolford at
rough.
quarterback too. And eventually, of course, we saw Wolford get signed to the Rams, and then he started in that playoff game, which that shall not be named,
Yeah,
and the rest is history.
yeah. That tackle for loss was by Isaiah Mack. So now we're looking at third down here for Columbus at the 42. They need to get to the
Yeah,
50 for the first down. Gunnar
because
Oaks in motion with 3 wideouts now. McClendon's going to go ahead and drop back, and he's going to try to avoid a sack, but he will not escape. And it's again Isaiah Mack with the sack.
yeah, but yeah, what do you think is going to take for these Aviators to get back on track? Of course, obviously the answer being, "Oh, score more points," but uh,
Duh. Yeah, duh.
but
But I think the one thing you gotta watch out is like one, you had 3 sacks, so you gotta utilize a way to put a lot of pressure onto Jack Plummer because you see when Plummer getting pressured, he's not really taking good care of the ball. So
mhm.
that is one thing. That punt was almost blocked.
Yeah.
And
And I
KJ
guess
Hamler,
clear
oh
up the
my
mental
gosh, he gets
mistakes.
tackled at the 5.
And it's also just clear up the mental mistakes too. Like you
Yeah,
cannot be.
you gotta get your act together. But more specifically, onto Trayvon Jones. So you gotta make sure that he's in the right mindset as well.
Yeah, just got to get back to the rhythm, and you should be. Hopefully, you do enough to get this win.
Yeah, right now Orlando 16-6. Are you feeling comfortable? But you want to prevent that. But you are near near your own end zone, so you got to be very careful with the ball here. 8:47 remaining. You're at your own 6, and they lead in total yards, 232 to 151. So let's see, Plummer. He's gonna go ahead and throw it, and that is goodness, almost picked.
That would have been a big. That could have been a momentum changer for the Aviators right there.
That was Fred Tompkins almost getting this pick. He has to make that interception, and the ball just bounced off his knee, so he can't really have the time to make an adjustment onto controlling the ball. But 2nd and 10, as long as you keep them back there, you really have less field to work with here. So 2nd down and 10 here from the 6. Plummer will throw it to Elijah Badger, and he's breaking free. 30, 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. That is touchdown. And there is a flag on the play that could be going back.
Yeah, it's gonna kind of go back.
But that was 94 yards for Elijah Badger. What a run by Badger.
Probably. I'm not sure that would have broken the Aviators right there, but one missed tackle, man. That would have
missed tackle right there, like.
That could have been a big stop.
That's illegal, blocking it back on the defense.
Yeah.
Or offense, whatever it is. I can't tell you which way the station is on the offense. But
yeah,
you still get a first down because it happened after the first down.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. He was never down. Never down.
Momentum changer for their Storm,
Storm. Well, we got to see. Yeah, so all right, so they're at the 25. They're at Columbus's 25, so that would have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
But still, big play. Got to give a lot of credit to Elijah Badger. Because there's the block. That was on Chris Rowland. You cannot just make that block. That's a little bit of a mistake from Rowland. You cannot make the block like that.
Yeah.
Like, I get you don't want any defenders, but you got to come up with something crazy. Elijah Johnson will get the carry, and he will get about a 4-yard carry. Oh, man, and Columbus and defenders are playing. Oh, my gosh, are we already getting a tank off? Yeah.
I think it's too early to tell.
I'm not ready.
The only team I'd probably say the Gamblers. I actually do have a rant with the Gamblers, even though I'm not even a fan of them.
We can save that for later. Plummer with the open field, he will get the first down. He will slide at the 15.
I think probably the next commercial break, I think I could squeeze it in since.
Just sneak it in.
Yeah, sneak it in.
6:56 remaining. With a touchdown and the extra point, that could put the Storm up by 17. We shall see. First down and 10. Handing off to Dotson. Dotson going left. And there's the gap there. And he will be brought down at the 5. So that is close to a first down. Elijah Dotson, almost a 10-yard carry. The running game is definitely getting ready to be improved. With a two-headed running attack, that is Corbin and Dotson. 2nd and 1 now. Handing off to Dotson. And Dotson will get the first down. He'll get down to the 3. 1st and goal now.
So good news for our friend Thomas. He got a shutout tonight. 8-0 Mariners win.
8-0. Wow. Wow.
On Sunday Night Baseball, on the first Sunday Night Baseball game on NBC.
Nice. That is nice.
I'll watch his video probably after this game, but yeah.
Nice. First and goal from the 3. Fox in motion. Oh, botched handoff. It was Dodson bobbling the handoff. That is about a 6-yard loss. It went all the way back to the 10.
A big yikes moment.
That is definitely a yikes. That's a mental error for Dodson.
But I think he'll clean it up. He'll be back.
Dang. I mean, you're lucky it was not recovered by the Aviators.
Yeah.
You're definitely lucky in that department.
But another play, they still have something. It's not over yet. Not over.
It's just one play. It's not over yet. From the 9, second and goal. And Plummer's going to drop back, and he's going to throw it off his back foot. And it's Chris rolling with the toe tap catch. Touchdown, Storm.
Third touchdown of the night for the Storm, and it belonged to former defenders Chris Rowland.
It's my boy Rowland.
Lucky Jackson TD, Jaden Mickens MVP game or at least game MVP for the Stallions, and now Chris Rowland TD.
Yes, sir. I'll take it.
We got the trifecta.
So, yeah, Columbus, if there is a time you need to start scoring, that time is definitely
You are now down by two scores. 16.
It is now 23-6.
17-point game. Still a 2-score game in the UFL.
Yep, 17 points is a 2-possession game. It's not a 3-possession game because of the 3-point attempt.
Yeah, this is... Again, potential 2 blowouts this week to
end, but we don't know. It can still be anybody's game, but as of right now, it looks like the Storm might be running away with it.
There's no way the Storm blow this. They do. Let me get my rant right now of the Houston Gamblers. All right, Houston Gamblers, 5 years. The Houston Gamblers, 5 years, even as the Roughnecks, you exist as a franchise. Or 4 of those seasons. 3-7, 5-5, 1-9, 5-5. And now, of course, 0-1. How are you alive? How are you alive? You're pretty much like a cockroach to this league. Every year, this team just is so buns. I don't know what to explain this. You bring in, Kevin Sumlin does a terrible 3-7 season. You bring in CJ Johnson, who did a 5-5 season. Cool. Guess what? He was not that great. 1-9 season followed by that. Then another 5-5 season thanks to Jalen McClendon being the best quarterback you had probably in Houston Roughnecks Gamblers history. Unless you want to count Kenji Bahar. But and all of that still haven't made the playoffs, not even once. And I don't know this team. I feel like, how are you alive? How are the Michigan Panthers dead? I really want to know. It's like the equivalent to bringing Freddie. It's like firing Freddie Kitchens after one season. You bring in not even Adam Gase, Dennis Allen for 3 seasons, and you're like, you know what? Maybe Freddie Kitchens wasn't bad after all. Let's hire him back. That's what's the equivalent to this. There's my rant.
Yeah, it's like, why hire a coach that was there before that went 3-7? It's the equivalent of try to go through a brick wall with your head. You keep banging it with your head, and you're just expecting it to have different results.
Or it's like, you're like, okay, banging your head didn't work, but you're like, okay, let me try this other method where it's like, I'm not banging my head, but I'll kick the bricks. Oh, kicking's not working. I'll just bang my head again, since I don't know why.
Oh my goodness. The
Yeah,
Gamblers, it's a team, and that's who we're facing. So watch. I won't be surprised if we lose to the Gamblers, man. That would
I
be
mean, playing the Gamblers
something.
this weekend, so on Sunday and Easter.
Who friggin' knows?
But yeah, it's like you're telling me for the past four, now they're in their fifth season, like since the USFL, they just been like this. I really want it. I know they have the stadium. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I get it. They're like, well, we could we have deals in hand with when we had it at Rice Stadium, when we had it at TDCU in 25, and then now you're in
Shell Energy Stadium.
Shell Energy Stadium. I keep wanting to say Shell City, just because it's from that movie.
Shell City.
Yeah, Shell City.
All right, White will return this. We'll pass the 20, pass the 30. Well, he gets to well, he's still at the 30. Still trying to break a lot of tackles here, but he will get down to 35. So, can Columbus get this offense rolling? They need to get their offense going. So, oh,
Yeah. Even though I will say this for the Houston Gamblers' second season, though, technically they probably should have been in the playoffs if it was based on record,
oh yeah.
because the entire USFL South should have been in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, because oh my gosh, yeah, they would have been, yeah, because the North sucked booty cheeks. All
Yeah,
right,
I mean,
McClendon goes for the middle. Good catch by Tay Martin. Gets to the 40 in Orlando territory. That was nice. That was definitely nice. Well, I forgot. Oh, I realized I forgot to change positions. Oops.
we're now in Storm. It's Aviators Ball now,
This
man.
Aviators ball we're at the Storm's 45-yard line. McClendon will take
I
the snap, and
I
he will
think
do a quick throw.
I think
7-yard
just
gain.
I think Columbus is just a bit out of sync. I mean, granted, there are moments they have their moments that it looks like they could do something, like the 41-yard DeQuandre Wright gain, but it just seems like there's just nothing going for them. I mean, granted it's not just because the Columbus offense is terrible, been bad so far, or been
Uh-huh.
not playing as, I guess, up to standard, but it's just like the Storm's defense has been giving them a run
John
for their
Lava gets the
money.
carry this time, and he gets a 4-yard gain. First down.
So, and again, I gotta see. Even though it's like we're gonna make the argument now with that whole field goal nonsense, but it's now, I guess, doesn't really.
Well, unless if Columbus somehow make it close,
Yeah,
which I probably doubt. Play
but we
action.
never know.
McClendon steps up forward, throws on the run, but a little inaccurate. He was intended to throw to love it.
But again, you don't know. Remember 2023, the St. Louis Battlehawks versus the Brahmas that year. Remember, the Brahmas were like in the lead for like most of that game. I think for like all the way up to the 2 minute warning, and then the Battlehawks just scored like 17 unanswered points.
Oh yeah.
And then same thing with Defenders and Renegades in 2024. The
And
10-point lead.
2025. No, 15 points in week 5 last year.
Yeah, no, I'm talking 24 when it was 10
No, I know.
points. Ah,
But Renegades did it worse than 25. Oh,
yeah.
good catch. That was Antoine Wells. They're in the red zone now. When I say Antoine Wells, I'm thinking of like Antoine Randall when he was doing his intro. Antoine Randall, Indiana University.
Mm-hmm.
Carry up
He's
to the 10. Second down and 7. Run by Lovett. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third. already. Second down to 7. What does Columbus do? You got to go for it if you don't get it by third down.
I mean, week 1 has been definitely in the definition of defense for sure. Like this.
At points, yes.
Yeah.
McClendon throws it for the end zone, tipped, incomplete. It was intended to Kiki Chisholm. Alan George was one of the Storm defenders in coverage. 3rd and 7 with a minute remaining. The Columbus needs to get to the 3-yard line. They need to be at the 3. That's their goal. Play clock winding down. Empty backfield. McClendon. And he's on the ball pops out. Sack.
Recovered by the Aviators, though.
It was recovered by the Aviators, but it was a strip sack. And it was stripped by Chris Garrett.
Yeah. And we're about to be going to the 4th quarter, so
yeah,
just
my
start.
Goodness, the defense is definitely stepping up better.
Yeah, again, this might be the Storm. This might be the Storm's game.
They will They will need to take a field goal, but at least the good news in that department is you're gonna make it a 14-point game, so you just need 2 touchdowns instead of just trying to getting a 3-point conversion in.
Yeah.
So we are going to the 4th quarter. Storm leading 23-6. It was 9-6. 14 points become unanswered from the Aviators. Well, the Storm gets 14 unanswered points, but the Aviators has not done anything in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah. Wow.
There we go.
Cat meowing in the back.
Yep. Kitty here. Anyways. But right now, let's check. I'm going to take a look at the, the offense so far. 102 yards. Oh, wait, now both teams have 100 yards rushing.
I mean, so rushing has been solid for both of them tonight.
Yeah, so at least you got to give credit to both teams for rushing.
Yeah.
But, man, the Roland with the 28-yard run, that was a big deal. Dotson with 30, Corbin with 45, and 2 touchdowns. So far, it's been the run game has been working well. I think it's working well better for Orlando than it is Columbus.
Yeah. I mean, because I think, at least the thing, despite as much as I give flack on back, at least he is a leader of men. I will say that for sure. I mean, he.
Mm-hmm.
So
we need him to win a playoff game, or else he'll just forever just become the meme.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 3 seasons already, and then like also like the past couple times where he complains out line about whatever game 2 is just like. So, hopefully this time you could do something. But here we go, 4th and 12.
You gotta do something with that department. Gotta do something. Come on, commercial. Can you get out of here, please? Please. I'm drinking that high quality H2O.
Oh yeah. This week we got the Super Mario movie coming up.
Oh yeah, this coming up on Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right, looks like Ryan Coe is going to set up for his 3rd field goal of the day.
But
So,
okay, get ready for a DraftKings Sportsbook jump scare shortly.
oh, all right. This one's going to be right from the middle for 33 yards for Ryan Coe. Alrighty, let's see. Snaps there. Kick is up, and that's good.
All right, it is now a 14-point game here. So Columbus,
14
this
points.
is, and still plenty of time left. So I mean, it's doable, but it's more just you got to lock in at this point. You cannot
Oh, yeah.
miss any tackle. I mean, it's just those. Just don't miss any tackles, and just try to second time where the UFL football. Okay, so did you see on Friday's game where like the UFL football just decided like to kind of plop a bit on the Kings game?
The plop? What do you mean?
Like the
plop?
UFL kickoff, like on the tip, like it falls off.
Well, it was because it was windy.
Yeah,
Because it was like very chilly that night. Like I heard like from that game, it was it was cold. Like
apparently,
like the feel like temperature was in the what you would call it. The
like
feel like
60s,
temperature was in the
50s.
late it was in the late 30s or the high
Wow.
30s.
Wow.
Like it was really chilly that night.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently, but like a lot of people like left the stadium,
Yeah.
and I mean, I guess like Anthony Miller was looking at it, or I guess someone was talking about it through Anthony Miller's Twitter Twitter post, and I guess it just seemed like okay, like were people there for the Russell Dickerson show, or maybe like they were just getting like cold. I mean, I don't blame them. Like,
But yeah. All right, there comes the kickoff. And it's gonna be it's gonna be a touchback.
yeah.
I mean, for replacement refs. Oh my gosh, now we have replacement refs now. Gosh,
That's gonna be something.
Twitter is going to explode.
Yeah,
Twitter is going
if
to
we start
explode.
the season off with
If we
replacement
get
refs,
something similar to the fail Mary again, oh my gosh.
yeah. Luckily, the Seahawks and the Packers don't play this season, so so if it happens to someone else, that's
I heard
not.
when Tom Grossi was doing a video on the worst losses and he had it as honorable mentions, the worst part was like they got the actual officials the week after the Fail Mary happened.
Yeah, because
That was
that
a
I
kick in the
will
teeth.
say that was clearly an interception on the film, but they were like, it's a
Yeah,
touchdown.
we say otherwise.
Yeah.
Yes, DC versus Columbus. That's Friday night. Orlando
Yeah.
will host Louisville at Saturday at 8 on ESPN, and Birmingham will travel to Houston on next Sunday at 6.
That's okay. I guess it's in Houston. So okay, the thing about this. So last year, the Stallions had a game during Mother's Game. It was I think that was the Brahmas game, and you know, of course, knowing about Alabama being in the church belt.
You're playing on Easter.
Yeah, but it's in Houston still. So, but the attendance was
It was
bad that week. Yeah, and it's like state of silence is pointing out. I mean, yeah, like people would rather are gonna go to church or spend time with their moms on Mother's Day than go to the Stallion.
Walmart's gonna get stacked.
Stallions Brahmas game. So like, I mean, yeah, I don't blame them. Like, and then this time, I mean, granted it's in Houston, so if there's some low attendance. On Easter, that's gonna be that.
Well, a
that is
lot of
gonna be
people go to
rough.
church in the morning, so I guess that's
Yeah.
the reason why they kind of changed it to 6 as opposed to 12.
True. I mean, that's true, but even then, it's like gamblers also for like a bit for the past like couple year now, they have not been known for like good attendance too. So that's also
That is true. That is also true as well. That's a kick out of bounds, so maybe it might get some decent field position here.
Oh yeah. Thoughts on Kratos as the mascot for the Storm?
that's
I
not that's not my God Slayer.
I will say this: it felt like irony right there. It felt like irony because I'm like, dude, that's like a Zeus costume in a and naming Kratos. That's just like that's like the
Can you
equivalent to
imagine if
like
Kratos just saw this? It's like, what? No,
yeah,
feel like, what the Sam Hill is this?
yeah.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 35. So that's some decent field position for Columbus. If they need to try to make it a one possession game, now's your chance with 12:50 remaining. All righty, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. McClendon is shotgun. He's going to drop back. Throws a quick one to Tay Martin, and he will get a 7-yard gain to the 42. Good so far. Good so far. 2nd and 3 from the 42-yard line. Guess need to get to the 45 at least for a first down. McClendon throws a quick one. Oh, he holds on to the pass. I thought that was going to at least get tipped or get picked off. That was caught by Rock Taylor. And Micah Abraham was the one in coverage. But shout out to Taylor for holding on to the ball.
Yeah.
Still got a first down. You got a first down at the 47. Alrighty. Dropping back McClendon. McClendon going a little deep on the left side. Did it bounce? Is it incomplete? They're going to say incomplete. It was intended to Rock Taylor. But I think the ball did bounce before he get his hands on it. If I think that is what the call is.
Yeah.
The hat cam. That's definitely something new. Can we get the hat cam from Mike Harley? McClendon in pressured. And Zaquandre White was not ready to catch the ball.
Yeah.
That pressure was all over on the McClendon. Like I said, like if you want the hat cam, get the one from Mike Harley. Get the one they use. What's that freaking bean teacher's name? Was it Mr. Howard?
The ball teacher, right?
Yeah, the ball teacher. And like
I think it was Howard.
Ass.
Because I know Principal Franklin. I know Principal
Franklin. Yeah, I think his name is Mr. Howard.
And then the other teacher, Miss Briggs.
Yes, Miss Briggs. Man, she's a bitch. McClendon breaks free, gets to the 40, but as he slides, he does get hit.
I like how it's like there's some shows where it's like the teacher, like where the teacher is just like mean, but then like where the actress is just like mean, but then like when you see their other roles, they're just like, oh, they're like the nicest person like you ever meet, and it's just like it throws you off, and it's just like I don't see you as like the nice person. You played the mean person so well. So
McClendon dropping back, throwing off his back foot. Oh, almost caught to Alize Mack. But that's kind of felt like when Bryan Cranston was casted as Breaking Bad, because he was known for his comic roles, like being Hal and Malcolm in the Middle.
Jerry and then Seinfeld when he was the doctor.
Yeah, that's what my parents had been telling me about it. And then now when he was being casted to be Walter White in Breaking Bad, everybody's like, are you really hiring a comic actor to play in a serious role?
Yeah.
God, dude, to the people that got their words eaten. McClendon dropping back. He's going to throw this for about a couple yard gain to Condre White. They're down.
I mean, it's like, granted, to be fair, Hal was originally got a role for another sitcom job, like, after Malcolm in the Middle, but Hal was like, no, I want to, like, do something a bit different with this role.
Yeah.
But,
And
yeah.
also, Bryan Cranston, because of his role in Breaking Bad, he's like, okay, I could be a serious actor. There's also a new show that I want to watch, like, probably after I watch all of Better Call Saul, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Well, I might take a shot at that show. McClendon throws it, crossing route to Gunnar Oaks, but it won't be enough for a first down. 4th and 4. Do you go for it? Because if you kick a field goal, you'll be down by 11.
I think knowing the situation that it is, I feel like
You have 8.5 minutes, so you might want to go for it.
Yeah, and especially knowing how there's been mistakes tonight on defense for the Storm, or for
You
the
might as well
Aviators.
just try to get it.
Try to at least get it to a one-score game, or
Yeah.
because even if you kick the field goal, it's still an 11-point game right there.
Yeah. 4th down and 4. McClendon will take it. And he's going to throw it to the middle. What a catch! That's a first down for Columbus. Try to strip it out, but that's not going to happen. Gunnar
Big first
Oaks
down.
with the catch. Really
Big
nice stuff.
Big first down.
That is
right
nice
there.
stuff.
If they didn't
From
get it
Gunnar
right there,
Oaks.
that probably, I'm not saying that would have sealed the game, but that definitely,
That would have favored the Storm more.
yeah.
From the 24, first down and 10, empty backfield look. McClendon throws it, a missile, gets his man, does get hit hard. That's Kiki Chisholm. That might be unnecessary roughness as he led to the helmet. I think that might be on the Storm. Yeah, that's going to be on the Storm. That's helmet, no doubt.
Yeah.
No, they're going to call holding on Columbus. Oops. I thought it was helmet. Oh, well. But 1st and 20. But at 75, yeah, that's going to be a hold. That's on Ryan Nelson. He was holding on to Keyshawn Banks.
Oh, I could think of a perfect Mike Tomlin quote for if the Columbus Aviators lose this game.
The standard's the standard.
No. The Wright brothers were wrong at first, but then they eventually got back up. I don't know. I feel like that's such a Mike Tomlin quote, or like he would say even more random nonsense. But yeah.
Connects to Tay Martin. Tay Martin has been nice tonight.
Yeah. Also, Toa too.
Toa has some moments too, but I'm seeing a lot more good moments from Tay Martin.
Yeah.
2nd down and 1. You're 1 yard away. So that's a 19-yard gain right there. So you pretty much got all that yardage back. There's Tua Tawa. He just got enough for the first down. That's about a 2-yard pickup. 6.5 minutes. You might want to get going with this.
Yeah, because time is pretty limited, and
Time is limited right now, and you already spent 6.5 minutes.
So what's the onside rules? Are we still having 4th and 12?
It's still 4th and 12.
All right.
Onside rules is 4th and 12. That's it. So you don't necessarily need to do 4th and 12 if you get a touchdown here.
Yeah.
It's not necessary.
Not necessary, but still feels like those ones you're like...
Throws on the crossing route to Tawa. Tawa past the 5. He's very close. He does get the first down. He will be down at the 2.
1st and goal for the Aviators.
1st and goal for the Aviators. Columbus needs to put this in.
I guess
After 3. Hand is off to White. White up the middle. That's it. Touchdown, Columbus Aviators.
The former Stallions, Quandre White.
And like that, we are we're in a one possession game by 8.
Aviators are still not dead yet.
And just like if they go for, well, here's the thing. Well, they're going to go for 1. So that means we are 1 point away to break the over mark. The over-under, or the total, is at 39.5.
39.5. So 16 plus 23, 39. So we
Now will be
still need.
39.
So
So
we
you
just
need one
need one
more.
more point. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Somebody's life savings is on the line.
Yeah. I mean, the last few games, or besides I think besides the
Gamblers Renegades.
Arlington, yeah, Arlington, the Dallas Renegades game. Besides the Dallas game, the other two games did not make the over, if I
Yeah,
recall.
no, they did not. They absolutely did not.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were expecting a high score game, including myself, for the Battlehawks Defenders game. I think I had the Defenders winning 31-29 on Saturday. I was
Yeah, that was.
yeah, it was
Oh,
a
here's a stat. One seeds were 134-0 and leading by 15 at plus at halftime before today. They are now 134-1.
for March Madness.
Yeah, Duke, man.
I
You
want to
know
say
what freaking picture am I seeing? You know the new mugshot of Tiger Woods?
oh oh
I keep seeing pictures
Yeah.
of him wearing like jet stuff in the crowd. I keep seeing that, and it's so freaking funny. I'm like, dude, that is me.
I might do the Leonardo DiCaprio Oscar meme for one of these, for I think maybe for this game, depending on the win. Dude, if the Storm chokes this game, I really don't know, because I really had maybe an ideal ranking up until now. So this is it's still
Oh
tough to
wow.
gauge.
The Browns have decided they were not comfortable with defensive end AJ Epenesa's physical. They will not sign him to a 1-year contract they agreed to. So Epenesa's back on the free agent market.
Already.
Well, that's the news.
Yeah. Up next week, we got Defenders Aviators, Kings at the Storm, Stanley's and Gamblers on NFL Network, and Battlehawks Renegades Tuesday Night Football on FS1.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday Night Football, I mean, at least okay, another thing with the schedule this year, especially with Columbus, that Columbus is playing like the teams they play like twice a year, like in back-to-back weeks, like all of them are like, which I'm not sure that's a gimmick, or that's just like they just couldn't like get the scheduling like right, since of course there's like some teams have like multiple teams, like they're gonna that multiple teams playing there, like a practice stadium with the soccer team, uh Shell Energy.
Freaking Avion Plumber saying, watching Orlando wide receiver Chris Waller tonight, you know DC just shaking their heads. Yeah, that we needed Roland, and his performance just shows them why we needed him. Spring Football Zone on Twitter said DJ Khaled halftime show during the United Football League game stats. 20 songs played in 5 minutes. Half the songs he didn't sing in, and 10 seconds per song were played. Cinema. Hashtag UFL. Yeah, because DJ Khaled's not really much of a singer. He's just a DJ.
He's a DJ, or but he's been more as a music producer.
Kind of bobbled the kickoff, but he got it. But he will not. He barely gets to the 20. Yikes! KJ Hamler bobbled a kickoff. Oopsie daisies.
You know, imagine being Michigan Panthers fans right now, or teams that or fans
That shit.
this
He's
game.
like that kid after Rowley and Gregory performed their little magic show in Roderick Rule. He's like, that should have been me.
Oh yeah, because that game because he got stage fright, right? The kid.
Yeah, he got stage fright. First and 10. Poitras going to hand this off to Corbin. Corbin gets past the first down mark. That's a 12-yard gain. First down, Storm.
We got some awesome Reapol inspired play calls at the UFL Storm. Noble and Reapol left have both been called by Colin Thompson tonight.
My goodness, the Raptors scored 31 unanswered points, the largest unanswered run since 97 to 98 season.
Wow.
My gosh.
Honestly, it kind of reminds me of that Clippers Warriors game back in like 2019 because I was doing homework and I was watching that game for the playoff. It was like a playoff game, game 2, and Clippers were down bad by like 30, and then they came back. They came back, and I was like, dang. I was like, and this was pre-Kawhi Leonard. Clippers there. It was just like I was like watching. I'm like, dang, like this, wild. Wizards. Oh man, I know.
Wizards are the
Yeah.
Yeah, just if you know.
They
They
can't
did trade
tank,
for Trae Young.
Well, they're gonna probably wait till next season, and him and Anthony Davis, and then Anthony Davis will have like 5 games before he goes on the IR again.
Yeah, I forgot Anthony Davis is on the Wizards now.
But you are now like at least 3 more games away from having a winning record.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Isn't it like this is like your first official season picking the Hornets?
Yes, it is.
Wow. One season. Maybe you're the answer.
I doubt I'm the answer, dude. I doubt I was the answer. It's the same year that Knipple joined the NBA as well.
Yeah.
2nd and 4 minutes remaining. Columbus needs some stops.
I mean, let's just say the season ends today. I mean, granted, you would have to face play the Heat, and then after that, either play Orlando or Philly. I mean, Heat's been kind of struggling. They've been 3-7. So as the Orlando Magic, because it's always about, whenever it comes to playoffs, it's about whoever's the hottest right there.
Mm-hmm.
So
the Flyers have been 12-4-1 since the Olympic break.
I mean, again, there's a chance you might face me in the playoffs. There's a pretty good chance.
Well, if we win 2 games.
Yeah.
I'm just keep refreshing on Twitter so I can look at the freaking whatchamacallit. I don't know. Anyways, 3rd down and 2. Here's a handoff. Oh, at 1 yard short. 1 yard short of the first. Oh, man. Do they go for it? 3 minutes. Aviators called their timeout. 1 timeout remaining for the Aviators. Oh, man. It's 4th and 1. Oh.
Crucial time.
What do you do? What does Columbus do? What does Orlando do?
Orlando Storm. Whoa.
I posted earlier saying, are these teams afraid to take their points?
Yeah, I saw the tweet right now.
It says, no, this league is a scam. They want the game go under. Yeah, like right now, we're 1 point under. Like we're half the point.
Vegas on this right now? They're like
Vegas is
no.
no. Let me tell you about Vegas. Vegas is on everything. All right, they're on football, baseball, basketball,
March Madness right now.
No, you're talking about the NFL being the actual script writers. Look no further than Vegas and gambling. They have the script ready. Whose lives are they going to make better? Whose lives are they ready to destroy?
Yeah.
That's Vegas. That is Vegas in a nutshell.
Look, we all know what happened. After that UConn win, they're like, all right. How can we make more money out of this? Hey, there's this UFL game going on tonight.
It's like, man, there's this UFL game, right? We want to make people sweat as much as possible with the total.
Yeah.
Like, what more can you do? I'm looking. I am keeping an eye on the because sometimes it's after the game, sometimes it appears in the fourth quarter. But I'm looking for the attendance numbers for the Storm.
Yeah, I was kind of looking. I was trying to look at it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at it too.
I mean, all right. I guess Columbus does have the 2-minute warning as well. I guess so. They
do have the 2-minute warning.
They virtually have 2 timeouts.
Virtually 2 timeouts, but as of right now, they gotta stop the Storm.
Yeah.
They need to stop the Storm because they got to get the ball back. You're down by 7. You got to have a touchdown. But the Storm's run game has been pretty effective. So I would not be shocked if they handed off to Corbin because Corbin's in the huddle.
Yeah.
Corbin's in a huddle now. So I won't be shocked if they're going to hand this to him. So, all right, let's see. 4th and 1. They need 1 yard. Now it's empty backfield. See, is he going to go into center? He does go into center. He's going to sneak it, and he got it to the 45. 3 minutes now. So now Orlando needs to milk as much clock as they can.
Yeah, they have to think strategically here. If you're Columbus, how to use the timeout?
How do you manage to get the ball back?
Yeah, like, do you use your timeout early so you still have more time, and then just use it then wait for the 2-minute warning to happen? How do you? Mm-hmm. It's just those ones you got to think here.
I also got to give credit to Orlando for faking it. Because originally it was an empty backfield, then Plummer was just walking up to pretend they're making it audible, and then he just snaps it quick and runs it. He kind of caught the defensive line napping.
Yeah,
he kind of caught them lacking.
Yeah, and somewhere Shannon Harris will say something about that being a tush push or something.
Probably.
That was probably a rare, dumb, Shannon Harris moment.
Oh, I agree. I'm like, dude. He's like, that's legal. I'm like,
it's not. There's no one pushing behind him.
Nobody was pushing him. What the hell do you mean, dude?
What angle did you see that
looked what angle did you... Yeah, what did you see?
If there was an angle that kind of looked like it was, I'm like, okay, maybe I could kind of get the perspective, but...
Yeah.
But for the most part... No,
Nah.
But yeah, this is kind of those crucial moments here for Columbus. Because let's just say they get all... I mean, let's say they do have to... Yeah.
By the way, here's another statistic, right?
All right.
If you're Orlando... You're at the 45.
Yeah.
You pass the 50, you can't punt it away. So do you stay back behind the 50 so you can punt it? So that
take a delayed game?
Well, not take a delayed game. I'm talking about if you hand it off to either Dotson or Corbin,
Yeah.
when you are running, you are trying not to go past the 50 because once you pass the 50, you can't punt it. Even though if you cross the 50 and take the delayed game, you still can't punt it. It's once you cross the 50, that's it. You can no longer punt.
So, that's interesting. Do you just try to take the risk and just go around fourth down so you just kill whatever hope the Aviators have? Or do you like, hey, uh, we're going to trust in our kicker to score a 4-point field goal and to solidify this game. And if we miss it, then of course, then
Well,
we're gonna
Lance
have
does
to
have
go.
the leg. He made a 55-yarder
He
earlier
he does
today.
have the leg, but again, like we said, I mean, he did make a 50. What was that? 55 yarder.
It was 55 yards.
55 yards. He did have enough to get some energy to put it in, but it's also
Uh-huh.
it's also again accuracy. So you just gotta be. It's not always gonna be guaranteed that he's gonna get the guaranteed 4 points if it's a 60+ yard kick.
Yeah, because like if I was a Storm right now, I would just tell my running backs like, "Hey, if we pass the 50, we cannot punt the game." Because if you think about it, because Columbus, I mean, they got a touchdown early on, but from my perspective on how the game is playing, I would try to play for field positioning. So if you are at your own 49, you don't cross a 50, just stay back there so you could just punt it away. That way you can either like try to do like a
Yeah,
punch punt. Because you think about it, if you rush 5+ yards and you don't get it, look where the Aviators are going to have it. They're going to have it near field goal range, and they can utilize that time to try and make a touchdown happen within an extra point conversion.
yeah.
So that's what I would think. If I was the Storm, I would not cross to 50 and punt it away to
If
get proper field position to make the Aviators more pressured on their play calling.
then take a very big risk at taking a risk at our kicker giving a field goal and then giving and if he misses it, we'll get much the Aviators will have much more bigger field advantage to get into
Yeah,
the end zone.
because 60s are not easy shots. They are not easy.
Yeah.
Like they're not NFL kickers like Chris Boswell or Cam Little. Or
I
Matt,
mean,
or in this case, Matt McCrane, because Matt McCrane so far is
yeah,
the only kicker that made a 4-point yard field goal.
yeah. I mean, it's like there's no Brandon Aubreys, there's no Harrison Memphis,
Jake Bates.
there's no Jake Bates situation here. So unless
And with this
you
new rule with the punting, it's like, okay, so now you really gotta think on this.
do you cold heartedly believe that that you trust your kicker enough, like in Lance, to be like, yeah, he's gonna make this kick, and we're
Depends on
gonna
what
have
they do here. So they're gonna toss it to Corbin. Corbin will lose a yard.
and Columbus will take their final timeout.
And Columbus will take their final timeout. So with a
So
minute
third and
54,
10. So basically, now do you just run it and just kill and just try to kill whatever clock you have, or are you gonna just make a pass play so you could just hopefully put it to to be saying that's the dagger?
because right now at that point, like it's turning long. So dagger
Um,
maybe.
yeah.
But do you
Well,
pass it? But do you pass it or do you kill time?
yeah.
I say kill time. I will not pass it. I
Well,
kill
Lightning.
time.
They're gonna take your advice.
Are they gonna pass it or are they going to kill
No,
time?
no, no.
If I
About the
was
50. About the 50.
if I was backed, like I would just run it, kill time. Because if you kill time, you're gonna be about under a minute 20.
Yeah.
Which I know they have no timeouts, but it's like as long as you keep going out of bounds, I mean that is that.
Yeah.
So here we go with 3rd and 10. So they're going to still in the huddle. Play clock is at 15. So let's see. Plummer under center. Yep. And he took the knee.
Yeah.
What did I just say? What
they don't want to cross the 50.
Say? Once
they
you
kill
cross
the clock.
50 at any time, even if you go backwards on a penalty or getting sacked, you can't punt it. So
yeah.
Like I said, like because of the no punting rule of the 50, you have to really, really think of what they need to do.
And we're gonna get basically a Jay McClendon drive here to see. I guess not a legacy drive, but
yeah,
last chance for the Aviators.
And that punt almost blocked. It's a nice punt. And that's going to be a touchback. So a minute 6.
Also, is that like college football rules? If like let's say they get a first down, they kind of stop the clock a little bit, and then when they're all set up, the clock resumes.
Maybe I'm not quite.
I'm trying to remember. That's why it's been.
I'm trying to remember too
because they changed the rules a bit, so I'm not sure they took off that rule or they just.
I know if you're out of bounds, you stop the clock.
Yeah, no,
I figured that is the same. Right, Aviators, you have ball now. All right, this is it. This is the Aviators' last chance.
This is it. Todd Haley, can you make the right play calls here to get this team to potentially to overtime?
First and 10. You either go for the kill or you're gonna settle this in overtime. But you're at the 25. We need to see what McClendon can do. In shotgun formation is McClendon. He's going to take the snap, and he is going to throw on the crossing line. That's Kiki Chisholm. Kiki Chisholm will get the first down. He will get the first down. But they got to go. The clock stops at 55 seconds, so the clock does stop when you get a first down. There's your answer.
Yeah.
Clock did stop temporarily, 55 seconds. They're at the 35. First and 10. Clock is kicking. 48 seconds. McClendon going to Tawa. Tawa will go out of bounds to stop the clock at 43 seconds. It's now second down. It is now second down. So they're slowly but surely trying to get the ball. It was a 2-yard gain, but you just got to keep moving forward. But you have to modulate it. You have to adjust yourselves.
Yeah.
They're at the 36 now. McClendon will throw it deep left side. That's a catch by Rock Taylor. They're in Storm territory at the 46, 45-yard line. Clock stops at 36 seconds. Only temporarily, though, because he was in bounds. Clock will start ticking under signal. 35, 34. Then McClendon will spike it with 33 seconds remaining. All right. Whoo! You're in Storm territory now.
Yeah.
They are now in Storm territory, but only 46 seconds. You're at the 45 now. McClendon will take the snap. McClendon, oh no, he's going to get sacked by Deshaun Banks.
Yeah.
Deshaun
they got to hurry it up.
The sack. They got to hurry up.
Time is
third and
precious.
20. 15, 14, 13, 12.
They're
11.
wasting a lot of clock.
They're wasting time. You got to get the freaking play off. McClendon.
This might be it.
And that'll do it. Yep.
The Orlando Storm get their first win as a franchise.
First win. Coached by Anthony Beck, Orlando will win 23-16. And that will conclude week 1 of the UFL season.
It's kind of crazy that, like, again, not taking the points did kind of haunt them, because it would have been a 19 game, and they're like, hey, maybe 4-point field goal and just take the chance at with Coe. Take the chance with Coe making the 60-pointer, and at least it's like, hey, we at least tried. And but yeah,
Mm,
that.
so that'll
But
do it. So we will have a team that will go 0-2 next week. Either DC
see,
or
or
Aviators are
Columbus.
guaranteed.
Columbus. This is a rough way. Kind of a. This is a kind of a tough loss here. Even though it's like this is their first game of the season, this was a pretty tough loss in a
Agreed.
sense.
All right,
Yeah,
let's go ahead
we got.
and let's
Yeah, so
rank these. Let's go ahead
teams.
and rank these teams
All
that we
right,
have.
they're
Alrighty. So
perfect.
we have tiers. Austin Reed, because he broke the UFL record. We have Peter Tamupanu. He had himself a nice game against
Stallions kicking
defenders.
performance.
Stallions kicking performance and the defenders O line.
All right.
Let's start with your team, Stallions and the Kings.
You
So,
know, I'll start with the Kings first, since I'll like to make the Stallions go second here. The
okay.
victors. All right, the Kings. I mean, for what it is, it was kind of hard. This team was going to be very hard to gauge because we didn't even know what was going to be with the Kings. Are they going to
Mhm.
be similar to like the showboats of the past, where they're just going to let the Stallions bend down and they're just going to bend down and let the Stallions just take them for their money, or are they going to be a team that's actually going to put up a fight? I'll say this: despite being a low score game, the Kings really had the Stallions on their tail for pretty much the entire night.
Mhm.
Their defense, their front seven, they were they were pretty deadly, and whenever they were giving Matt Corral time in hell at
Yeah,
some
he
points
did.
in the
Yes, he
game.
did.
Um, I mean, I'll say the Stallions' run game was a bit more better than the Kings, but I mean, the Kings' run game, yikes. Yeah, apparently, according to State of the Stallions, 11 carries, 19 total yards for the run game. And then, of course, that 3 turnovers. Granted, two interceptions by Jason Bean, even though one of them was not his fault.
One of them was not his
But
fault.
yeah, it was yeah. And then, of course, you have the fumble by the Stallions punch out in the end zone
Right
in
before
the
the end zone.
yeah. So I mean, granted, the Kings did put up a fight. It's kind of hard to really be like it's kind of hard to really say what this team is, but I'm probably gonna go with Stallions kicking performance, even though they have some potential. But I think right now, Stallions kicking performance is probably where I'm at.
So, what team are you putting them at?
The Kings and Stallions kicking performance.
Stallions kicking performance. Yeah, so it's like
Yeah,
they put up a fight, but it was just wasn't enough. And pretty much the main culprit, like our main, I'm gonna call the main problem as the main culprit because like it's always there's always a main culprit on why
yeah,
you did not do as well. But definitely, there wasn't really a main culprit in that game. It's just that the Stallions put up a better performance, especially with Jaden Mickens getting 100 yards, and they just had no idea how to cover him.
and the turnover battle went to the Stallions. Like they
Yeah,
won.
the 3 turnovers was definitely that was not the favor. So
Yeah.
especially the
Now,
interception that ended. So
yeah, Birmingham. Here we go. So, again, this game probably could have been a lot more further if it wasn't for the Stallions kicking issues. That
mhm.
night, this would have been maybe a 5 point game. 5 point game, or sorry, 7 point game. But it's those ones you're like Stallions. I feel like for the most part, they went against defense that they did not know what to expect, and their front seven really really took advantage of that Stallions O line. Matt Corral did actually have a pretty good game, a pretty clean game, in fact.
Yeah,
So
he never got sacked one.
yeah,
I don't think he ever got sacked.
yeah, but if he was about to get sacked, he did throw it away whenever he needed to. So it's
Hmm.
not. And then run game, even though it could have been a lot more better, but I mean it was granted, but they did do enough with between Anthony McFarland and Snoop Connor with that duo. So I feel
Hmm.
like just give it a minute to them to adjust, and I feel like they should be fine. Defense definitely played well, but there are times that the defense did get exposed. But at the end of the day, bend and don't break, and I will give the Stallions a Pita Taupenu.
Mm-hmm.
If they lost, then I think it would have been like reverse. Sounds game performance, but
I agree with that. Their defense definitely show a lot. Bacons have a lot of potential on being a really deadly receiver out there.
Yeah.
See what they can do against the Gamblers next week.
Yeah. Up next, St. Louis Battlehawks and the DC Defenders. Do you want to go with your team first, or do you want to?
I already have my mind take given. I'm putting Defenders that old line trash. Respect, no shock in there. Because like the last 3 quarters was dreadful. Like it was dreadful. Like the only touchdown that we only got the first, we got the only 4-point field goal and Deion Jackson touchdown, and that was mainly it.
Yeah.
The first half was the culprit. The offensive lineman is the main culprit. And it's not mainly what you think, because when you have a bad O-line, you're going to have a lot of things that are not going to go your way. It's a snowball effect if you have a bad offensive lineman. Number 1, you're leading your quarterback to get sacked. Number 2, which that happened 7 times in the whole game. Number 2, you are allowing Jordan Taiamu going to be more vulnerable to make these terrible turnovers, which he did twice. Number 3, you're going to let your offensive linemen being more vulnerable to committing penalties like holding. And number 4, discipline. There's lack of discipline no matter if it's the offense or the defense, and especially at the end of the game, the Blake Williams and the defense were mad salty. They were pissed off at the Battlehawks.
Yeah.
They were so pissed. And it's a big punch in the gut, too, because it's your first game as defending champions, and then you went out like that. So guess what? Now you have a deal with another 0-1 team, the Columbus Aviators. If they lose to Columbus, which I think that could possibly happen, then Defenders are in a midlife crisis at this point.
That might be 2024.
They're going to have a hangover.
This might be similar to 2020 to 23 and 24 to what it is. But but St. Louis, oh god.
But that's pretty much what this whole thing is.
All right, the Battlehawks. So, I mean, all right, let's give props to the Battlehawks defense. They wrecked that Defenders O-line.
They wrecked their shit.
Peter to Taupenu. I mean, pretty much put him that
it's
tier.
Self-explanatory. I mean, he was the one who led the charge. He had 2.5 sacks.
7 sacks that night.
7 sacks. Like, there's multiple people that have like more than 1 sack.
And here's the thing. It's like you guys definitely would have been. You guys were in this game. That's also the other thing, because
That's the most frustrating part.
The Battlehawks offense wasn't doing squat either, but it just took slowly time for the Battlehawks to kind of like get some yardage, and there was a couple big plays that the Defenders missed at some point that got him to the
we don't know how to cover a check down for some reason. That's mainly how Tyler Seville, whatever his name is, number 81 on the Battlehawks, got that touchdown, because we don't know how to cover under. We don't know how to cover a check down. And we missed the tackles on them too, which caused them a big play. So it's like, what was the Defenders doing not covering those checkdowns?
Yeah.
So that's what's frustrating.
Yeah. It's just like, because, I mean, congrats to the Battlehawks, but it's just like, it's just ones like Defenders. This not how you start this season. It's not
how you start the season. Definitely that. And also, both sides on the offense was scrappy, but at least the Battlehawks made more progress. Greg Jennings, that big Greg Jennings run that led to a touchdown, that was one play we would have got back. Number 2, the check down to Latulis. And the other one check down to Tyler Seville, from that tight end from Virginia.
There's a good chance you likely win this game 10 to 9 or 10 to 6.
Look, Peter Taupenu, 2.5 sacks. Sean French, I believe he is one of the defensive backs. He has 1.5 sacks. Levante Bentley, 1 sack. Steve Linton, half a sack. And Damon Harris, 1.5 sack.
Yeah.
Like, they wrecked their shit. They earned it. Defense can win you games. And it's also because the defenders was definitely worse than the Battlehawks in terms of offense. And I've been saying it once, and I will keep saying again, because I've seen the Jets do this over and over. If you have a good defense, but you have a bad offense, you got to know that your defense is going to be on the field constantly because your teams keep on going 3 and out every time.
And they're going to get tired.
Your defense is going to get tired, which means they're not in their full pace. They're going to be deteriorating slowly, which leads them being vulnerable to missed tackles, missed opportunities on turnovers, and allowing these big plays to happen.
Yeah.
So this loss was definitely on the defenders, and unironically, they're the worst team this week. They are the worst team this week. I know your argument is the Gamblers. I get that. But at least Hunter Deckers performed a lot better than what Jordan Ta'amu performed in that game.
I guess I'll wait till my random rankings at the end because I kind of have something. But anyways, on to the next Saturday, on to the third game, Gamblers and the Renegades. All right, I already did my rant on the Gamblers, but let me talk about the Renegades. Renegades. I mean, like we said, everyone presumed Luis Perez was going to be the main starter because he's been the starter for the past 2 seasons, or 2.5 seasons. And when he was on the Renegades uniform, and it seemed like, it's the obvious choice. He's the spring king. He's basically the best quarterback in modern spring football. Maybe there's some people you could make an argument to, but Luis Perez has been like that guy for a very long time. So it seemed pretty obvious that was going to happen. But when Austin Reed came in, nobody knew what was going to expect. It was just going to be like, okay, if he does well, good for him. If he does terrible, then it's like, okay, Rick Neuheisler, why did you do that? You had Luis Perez in your arsenal, but no. Austin Reed, I guess they didn't really have any doubters, I guess, per se, but it was just like he put up probably the best QB performance we have seen in such a very long time. And of course, we know what tier we're going to put him. Give Austin Reed his flowers.
Renegades are the best team right now.
Yeah.
They are the best team as of right now.
Yeah, because I think, honestly, if this was a Bob Stoops team, I think this would have been a lot closer game. I'm probably going to call game. Because remember, the last 2 times we have seen these games, they've been low scoring. Even though
this
the series is
Renegades
1-0.
team feels different.
Because I think Rick Neuheisler might be the guy or the key to be like, hey, we're not going to blow any more leads anymore. We're not going to choke in the big moments. We're not going to blow. We're not going to shoot it. We're not going to defeat ourselves in these crucial games. Like, granted, this is week 1. There's plenty of time to learn, but the Renegades blew out the Gamblers. Because we have seen the past 4 seasons of the Gamblers. We know the track record. And I guess this will be the best transition away to the Gamblers now. So it's just like every year, the Gamblers, it's like you think maybe they have some slight hope, some sliver of hope. But every year, it's always been one crucial thing: their offense. It's not been about the defense. Well, I guess the defense. It's mainly the offense. Like, Kenji Bahar is probably maybe their second best quarterback, probably, or their only good quarterback, maybe. And then after that, it's like, okay, you bring in Jared Garantano, who was even a raw prospect in college, and he didn't really do well. Then you also had that third string backup from the Ravens who was in Oregon. Anthony Brown. Thank you. And then finally, you got something with Jalen McClendon where it was like, oh, he finally light up this offense. This is probably the best time I've seen this offense actually look good. Yes, I know he played the last 2 games he played against was Michigan Panthers and Defenders backups. I get it, but at the same time, it's like these would be games that the Houston Gamblers / Roughnecks would lose by. They would lose by those types of teams, and for the fact that they did not keep Jalen McClendon, it's kind of surprising because I thought he would have been a good part since Eric Price, who's been the Houston Gamblers / Roughnecks offensive coordinator, would have think that, hey, maybe I should bring this guy back, but no. They're like, let's roll back with Nolan Henderson, which mostly inconsistent. He's inconsistent, yeah. Who's inconsistent?
And then Hunter Deckers came in.
He tried. He did everything he can.
And he looked a lot better. He needs to start against the Stallions next Sunday.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's what it is. And it's just like, and it's like Kevin Sumlin, I'm like, again, when they brought him back, I was just like, I didn't get the reason besides him being he was the coach for the Houston Gamblers back in 2022. But it's like,
and look what happened.
Look at that record, 3-7. Yes, he could say, there was a lot of close games, and they pulled the upset against the Stallions in Week 9. I'm like, it still doesn't matter. It still doesn't matter. It's just like, and then it's like, okay, you bring in C.J. Johnson. It's like, okay, 5-5 season, all right, a better record. Even they did better than all the entire the USFL North teams, which is like, okay, C.J. Johnson may be it. No, he's not. No, he is not. 1-9. Didn't even come close in most of the games they come in. Got blown out. I mean, granted, I'll give props that they did do a rehaul on that team in 25 and got him. That's how they got him back. But again, Houston probably would have been a playoff team if they started Jim McClendon maybe a lot sooner than what it is. Granted, I get the upside with Anthony Brown. I got the upside and they brought in Nolan Henderson. But then when Jalen McClendon came in, it's like, where was this offense? This is the offense they want to see for the past 3 seasons, and it's just not happening. But yeah, all right, that's the end of the Gamblers. And then finally, tonight's game, Aviators and the Storm. The Storm, their defense put up a great performance. Another good performance by the Storm's defense. They put up a good game. Backed shows that he definitely can lead this man. He just needs to win the playoff game because we know how he is in the regular season. He is a pretty darn good coach. It's just now it's like, hey, can you take this team over the hump? Can you finally take this team instead of just being at a peak and roll back down? Can you finally take it over that hump and take him to a championship? That's what we shall see. I mean, but the Aviators, mental mistakes. That was pretty much the reason why they lost.
Especially the ones made by Trevon Jones, the fumble in the kickoff that led to a touchdown, which happened at the very beginning, and managing not to get off the field in time, which gave them an automatic first down, I believe, and then that also
Wilkes' offside call, which again could have been a potential interception there that could have gotten the Aviators a much boost. That too. And then, of course, the final thing is not taking points when you need to. Yes, you could say, well, it would have been a 23-19 game either way, but then the Aviators would not be in a situation where they need a touchdown then. They would have just be like, hey, let's try to bank on Rowe or Coe. Sorry, what's Coe, right? Ryan Coe. I think I would have trusted him. I would have trusted him to make that 60-yard kick. He was 2 for 2, or I guess 3 for 3 tonight, and I think he would have been. He probably would have been fine on that team. But I will say for the Aviators, I think maybe Stallions. I think it's Stallions' kicking performance because it's basically like that. It's just been the mental mistakes. Stallions' kicking performance. They probably, if they didn't make those mistakes, maybe they probably had a chance to win this game or even just go to overtime if it wasn't for that.
And then I would personally put the Storm into Peter Tamupenu.
Yeah, because I don't think they did enough to be like, yeah. I think if it was a bigger blowout, then I'm like, okay, okay.
Maybe.
I would put them Austin Reed here, but I think right now it's like the Storm. I mean, again, like we said, Anthony Becht, he's a he's a good leader. He's a good head coach. It's just he just needs to
Win a playoff game.
win a playoff game. That's just been the
You
entire
gotta win a
label.
playoff game.
And he shows it again tonight in the regular season that hey, he's a guy that could get you to these wins. He's a guy that could get you a potential playoff berth, or if just worst case scenario, a winning season, which could be 6-4 and up. And I think he shows that hey, like even if the chips are down, even if we're on a low scoring game, we're still gonna keep on going. We're not gonna give up. Do not crack. I think that's what it is. Just
Yeah.
do not mentally crack, and I think you are going to be fine.
Also, give
And
credit to Elijah Badger, 127 yards.
Elijah Badger too. Chris Rowland got a crucial big
He got a
touchdown.
touchdown. Yep.
Just Corbin
Deshaun
with
Corbin
a
with
big opening
66.
touchdown too. So, and then I mean the Storm's defense did a pretty good job too.
Three
He
crucial
made
sacks.
Jalen McClendon sweat in that game too. So I'm not sure if it's an O line issue or if it's just the Storm's defense.
I mean,
that good.
the Aviators got more sacks than the Storm did, but it was
They
like
did.
4-3 in the sack ratio.
They did.
But at least
Jack-
give credit to Ty Martin for getting 86 yards. I mean, he had
Yeah.
a nice game today as well.
And then I guess Jack Plummer didn't do too bad tonight, but I felt like he just tonight a lot of mistakes were just because the Aviators defense just
240 yards and a touchdown.
yeah. So I mean it wasn't a bad performance tonight. Of course it could have been a lot better, but I mean the Aviators defense did give him a bit of trouble. So it's not like if DTR was in this game, they would have been they would have won it easily. But I mean, I think Jack Plummer gets another shot next week, so that's what it is. But I feel like this is a pretty good overall ranking, and I feel like I guess now I could mention my Surrandom rankings in this stream. So it's kind of hard because it's week one. You kind of don't want to overreact to one game, but it's at the same time it's you do not know what to really It's kind of hard to measure some things, right? Because next week we could see something different. So I'm trying not to overreact too much when it comes to this rankings. At 8, I have the Gamblers, and I know you mentioned that the Defenders were the worst team of the week, which I will agree on. They performed very badly. They had opportunities that they missed.
bad.
Their whole line just smoked Tiamu out for 7 sacks. I will say that. But I still think maybe I'm still going to give the Defenders the benefit of the doubt because I mean it's the Battlehawks defense. They're still they're still a solid unit. They're not I guess they're not scrubs. They're not they're terrible. So that's why I'm kind of giving Defenders bit of not a pass but a little more hey, I'll watch more before I start being okay, you guys are going to be back to being the worst team again. But
Yeah.
number 8, I have the Gamblers for obvious I said throughout my rants. So I think it's pretty justifiable. Even though Hunter Deckers could shown that he could be a decent QB, but it's just the Gamblers. Every time, maybe we give sometimes the Gamblers a bit of hope. They show you why every year they pull you back in. They show you why. And number 7, and I don't think it's kind of tough. Okay, so 5 to 7 was honestly really hard to put in because it's really tough to gauge, right? But number 7, I had who was originally on my number 6 spot is the Aviators. And again, it's not like it's anything they did. It's at their fault too much, but it's just those mental mistakes really kind of bit you in the butt. That's just what it is. At number 6, I got the Kings because honestly, they had a chance to win this game. I think they had a lot better chance. I guess that's why I'm giving them the edge because the Kings had a lot better chance to win this game. and to end it a couple times. So, but
Honestly, I would
again,
put the Kings at 5.
and that's where I'm like at that toughness. I was probably gonna ask you, but I'm thinking this is where again I didn't want to overreact too much. So I'm like I'm just gonna wait till next week, and then I will see how it goes.
Hmm.
So at number 5, of course, the defenders, despite playing pretty awful, they still had managed to get a one-score game. Their defense did enough to try to get themselves into a good position, but it's just the offense just did not help them at any case at all throughout this past weekend. At number
Hmm.
4, I got the Battlehawks, and yes, I know it's like, well, but didn't the
I would
Battlehawks
put
win?
them right there.
Yeah, it's like I know some people are gonna be. I know someone who will probably comment on my tweet later, being like, "Well, didn't the Battlehawks win this game?" I'm like, "Yes," which I'll give. Mind you, Battlehawks were at my 3 spot, so even though they won, but it was such an ugly
It was
win.
scrappy.
It was just like Brandon Silver's like no just like there was just something that was just going to be wrong, like either Brandon Silver's overthrowing to his receiver, the receiver did not get the communication right, their O-line just going at it, which props to the defender's defense. That's not just because the O-line was just terrible, it's just the defender's defense also played a
It
phenomenal
played all
job.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just those ones you're like, um, it's just those ones you're like, Battlehawks need to kind of maybe get together because these are wins you can't really go by throughout these next 9 weeks because you're gonna go against the Arlington Renegades, which they showed what happened with the Gadu Austin Reed. We obviously there's still 9 weeks left for them too, but
Hmm.
if this is going to be the Renegades offense and Renegade team we are going to see, this is something to prepare for. And I feel like the Battlehawks defense is going to be better than what the Gamblers performed on
Uh-huh.
Saturday, but Tuesday will be a pretty big test for both teams right
That's
there.
my pick
Uh,
for a game. This is Lightning's game of the week. It's to Tuesday game between Renegades and Battlehawks. That's my game of the
yeah.
week.
At number 3, I got the Orlando Storm because at least I think for pretty much for most of the game, or not even most, maybe like half, maybe like almost 60% of the game, they pretty much had it controlled. For
Hmm.
60% of that game, they had it controlled, starting in the very beginning with that fumble recovery after they forced a fumble on who was it again?
It was Trayvon Jones.
Trayvon Jones, thank you. I was like, I know it was Jones. I just didn't know what the first name was. But on Trayvon Jones, and the
They
Aviators did tie it
capitalized on
up
turnovers.
eventually, but eventually the Storm kind of took care of business, especially when they got to 23-6 in the game, and it kind of felt like this probably is the suck like the life draining point for the Aviators, even though they attempted to come back and they almost did, but it just seemed like the Storm had it settled. They had the time management go down. They had everything worked out well for them. So I think at 3, which they originally were at my 5 spot on Tuesday, so I think they deserve that number 3 spot. Even though number 2, even though it may be controversial, but it's going to be the Stallions. So again, it's those ones you're thinking like why the Stallions are at 2 instead of like not at 3 because I feel like look at this. It's a new team they were going to play.
Hmm.
And going with AJ McCarron, which people had a lot of reservations on, a lot of doubts on with AJ McCarron's for like being the head coach because of course, I mean, you go from Skip Holtz who got this team to a dynasty for these past 4 seasons now, and you're gonna go with a guy who hasn't had any lick of like professional coaching experience or even at the collegiate level. I get it, and you bring in Taylor Siskey, who hasn't been coaching on offense for about a decade, mind you, and I mean, but I think the defender. I mean, at the end of the day, I think the Stallions did what they can for a week 1 job. It may not have been the prettiest. It may not have been the prettiest win. I'll give them that. But I think this still shows this is the same Stallions team that we have seen of old, where they win in low scoring affair, they win in a high scoring affair, or an above. We have shown what they can do. I think that 2, which they were originally, and they still are, I feel like still fits that spot. You could argue the Storm, and I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you. But at number 1, obviously, is the Renegades. I mean, yes. At first, I was kind of thinking not to put them at number 1, but at the same time, it's like, if I consider the Gamblers as a pretty bad team, even beforehand, and he's blow them out, then I think it shows me they could be something. And Austin Reed, of course, put up a very great game, put up a record, and I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's the Gamblers, though. You guys love," but they blew out the Gamblers. They blew out who's supposed to be a pretty bad team that people don't really have any high expectations on every year. They always been like this team that's like, yeah, I have this team going like having like 3 to like 5 wins, maybe 6 wins tops if it's like everything goes like right for them. But no, the Renegades like dominated. Like even though it's like, well, it was a 2-score game, but it was a garbage time touchdown. That last one was just garbage time.
It was garbage time.
Yeah, so it just shows that the Renegades might be a different team that we expect for the last 2 seasons now, where they're not going to shoot themselves in the foot under Rick Neuheisel. So number 1 is the Renegades. So to recap, 8 the Gamblers, 7 the Aviators, 6 the Kings, 5 the Defenders, 4 the Battlehawks, 3 the Storm, 2 the Stallions, and 1 the Renegades. I feel like it's a pretty good ranking.
I would say 8 Gamblers,
Yeah.
7 Defenders, 6 Aviators, 5 Kings, 4 Battlehawks, 3 Stallions, 2 Storm, and 1 Renegades.
Well, so 1 Renegades, 2 Storm, 3 Stallions,
3 Stallions,
4 Battlehawks, 5 Kings,
5 Kings, 6 Aviators,
6 Aviators, 7 Defenders, and 8 Gamblers.
and 8 Gamblers.
I mean, again, it's not bad. And again, like I said, the 5, 6, and 7 spots, I feel like are pretty interchangeable depending on who you ask. Because if you tell me the Defenders at 7, I wouldn't blame you for how bad that performance was. If you put the Defenders at 6, all right, understandable. 5, I think because I'm thinking like, hey, I'm not gonna overreact to 1 week of football, because then it's gonna be like, okay, like, oh, the Defenders are at the bottom. Then it's like, oh wait, the Defenders are back at number 2. Then it's like, I would rather wait until like, hey, maybe in 3 and 4 weeks down the road, we will kind of get to see.
This is just only week 1. Just remember, this is only week 1.
Week 1. We still got 9 more weeks left of the regular season, so this is not permanent. This is not permanent. But everyone, whoever's here, whoever's still here left, I'd like to thank everyone tonight for this stream. I know I left in the middle during halftime, but I came back eventually. I'd like to thank my co-host Lightning Jr. for this stream tonight. I'd like to thank everyone here, Jenna, Flyboy,
RFK,
Red Black Sauce,
Red Black.
RFK Jr., who came in later in the stream. I thought someone else would have came in, but I mean, it is what it is. But everyone, thank you, and y'all have yourself a great night, and hope to see you next time.
We'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.